Hey, y'all. How you doing? We're back, and I'm on my own. I'm by myself. Jenny left me. Um, so I don't know if I'm talking to myself, if everybody's coming back, if you got the notice that we're coming, that we're doing. I think I'm here by myself right now. So if you are coming in on the replay, please hit hashtag replay and do all the YouTubey things like, subscribe, share with your friends. We also have memberships now. The membership is in the um, description box. I'm also going to leave some information in the chat box. So, anyway, we are going to get started watching Robert Tellis. We are on day one, part two. We watched opening statements yesterday, and we got through the opening statements. So we are going to start with the witnesses, the first witnesses, and try to skedaddle through the I'm going to scoot through the ones from yesterday, and then we can move on to today. We are going to be, let's see, we are going to be streaming from Trial TV Live. I'm going to drop their information here shortly. If you wouldn't mind going over and showing them some love, tell them the Crime Cafe sent you. Crime Cafe Live sent you. Because we most definitely appreciate uh, their feed and their community, and it's very nice over there. It's a safe space, and and we love them. So um, there is the Trial TV Live. I think I have it all set up to go from where we left off yesterday. And so I am going to go ahead and start the stream or start streaming the remainder of yesterday. So let's see. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Day two, part one. That's it. And nope, that is not it. That is it. All right. I can't share the page of the sharing of the page. So let me make this bigger. Make sure we're sharing properly. Yay, looking good. So I'm going to start this and see what we can get into. I'm going to do it at 125 speed just to kind of get through it. If it's too fast, we'll slow it down. The witnesses audio was much better. They kind of the attorneys kind of stay where they're supposed to be. So I think it'll be much better. If it's too fast, y'all let me know. Also, you can always go to the settings wheel. You can always slow it down if it's too fast. I'll try to keep myself at a normal speed so it's not crazy if you're playing on the replay. So do 125 and we will do, let's get just some better audio or video, and let's go.
Given this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated. Please state and spell your first and last name for the record.
Holly Bailey, HOLLYBAILEY.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, if you could, tell me where you live.
Northwest area, Brown Circle.
On Bronze Circle. Who do you live there with?
My husband and our daughter.
Okay. And do you know someone, or did you know someone by the name of Jeff Gehrman?
Yes.
How did you know Jeff?
He's just been our neighbor for 27 years,
Okay. Where did Jeff live in relation to your house?
directly across the street.
What's the kind of shape of the street? Is it just a straightaway, or
Small cul-de-sac, like 11 homes.
okay? I want to turn your attention to September 2nd of 2022.
Was that Friday?
I believe so. On that day, does something kind of catch your attention with respect to Jeff?
Yes.
Or actually, yeah, September 2nd. So what do you notice?
Well, he never leaves his garage door open, and I noticed it was open and his car was in there. And it was, I was running errands that morning, and then when I came home a little while later, around noon, I think it was open, and it's never open.
Okay.
Never.
Now, at this time, I'm going to show opposing counsel what's been marked as stage proposed 2. Okay, first witness, let the record reflect on showing the witness stage proposed 2. And take a look at that. Do you recognize what you're looking at there?
Yes.
Is that, what is that?
That's his home.
Okay. Is that roughly kind of from a perspective facing from your home, kind of looking over in that direction?
Directly across the street.
Okay. At this time, we're going to ask permission to admit stage proposed 2. No objection. Permission to publish. Thank you so much. Publishing stage 2. So you mentioned that on that morning, you noticed that his garage was up.
It was closer to noon because I was running errands that morning. I drop off at school, and then I had errands, and I was home around noon, or before, a little before that.
And you mentioned you've lived next to this guy for how long?
Across the street, 27 years, almost 30.
And does he keep kind of a regular routine?
Yes.
And so this really stuck out to you?
Yes, because I'm in and out of the house all day long, so I'm familiar with. It's not that big of a street, not to me, but I was his because
Okay, so it's up around noon. Do you do anything in relation to Jeff to let him know about the garage?
No, but I was busy, and but I had that feeling of angst, like something was wrong.
Okay, so a little more time goes by.
Right.
Do you see that house a little bit later in the day?
All day up until I left to leave at 2:30.
So at 2:30, is the garage still up?
Yes.
Do you decide to do anything at that point?
I did it when I came home.
Okay, when did you come home?
It was around 3, anywhere between 3:30 and 4.
Okay, so now.
And so I started, I believe it was texting, or I was texting him.
You're texting him. Is the car in the garage? Is Jeff's car in the garage?
Yes.
All right. So now you're texting around 3:30, something like that. Do you get any response back?
No.
So what do you do at that point?
So I'm really busy. So I just continued on. I spoke with my neighbor. She told me, it's strange. I said, I know I already called him or texted him. I can't remember what it was.
Do you remember which neighbor it was?
Her name is Debbie.
Okay. So you're now asking Debbie too. How long has Debbie lived in the neighborhood with you guys?
I'm not sure, but maybe a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're noticing it. Debbie's noticing it. It's 3:30.
It's basically her and I because
Okay.
I'm super observant, and I'm. Yeah, so and she is too, but she works from home, so she's busy herself. But I'm in and out all day long.
Evening comes. Any change with that garage door?
No, we were gonna go. We spoke about it, my husband and I. He said if it's still open when it gets dark, we'll just go over there and close it.
Is that what you do that night?
Yes.
Who does that?
My husband and I walk over there, and I pulled the cord.
All right. So you pull the cord, you bring it down.
And he pulled the garage door down.
All right. So the garage door is pulled down. Do you do anything to alert Jeff to let him know what you did for him?
It was either directly before or directly after. I think it was directly before. I sent him an email. It was either an email or a text. And I said, okay, this is what I think it was before. I said, this is what we're going to do. I haven't heard from you, so I'm assuming maybe we think you left town and you don't have your phone or something. I said, but your garage door's up, and I hope you're not mad, but we're going to go over there and close your garage door for you.
Did you hear anything from him by the end of the night?
No.
Following morning, what
No.
happens? Following morning, what happens?
My husband woke me up early,
Okay. What happens then?
and he asked me if I called 311.
To do what? Why did you want to call 311 at that point?
For a well check.
Hey, Spin. Yeah, it's for whatever Jenny started the stream. I didn't start it. And then I just did the intros. Not sure why it didn't send out a notification, but I sent a message. Yeah, so I sent a message in Discord, and I sent one to Margaret on IG. And hopefully people will stumble on it. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know why it didn't send out a notification. So yeah, I was in here all by myself. I was just chilling out. So hopefully they'll show. Otherwise, it'll just be us. Um, so I'm gonna keep running this. This is the first witness. This is the neighbor. Um, and she just got on the stand. They were talking about how she found out or found him or whatever. So she saw the garage door open, and she said, asked her husband, did he go out of town or whatever? And he says, I don't know. So she sent him an email and a text message, and she never heard back. And so her husband said she should call 311, which is like the non-emergency line in their area. And she says, let me email him one more time. So she emailed him again, didn't hear anything, and that's where we are. So I'm gonna start it and see if I can find some other people to come hang out with us. I can't believe the notice didn't go out. But anyways, so Spendy, just me and you. Yay! All right, here we go.
Do you do it at that point?
I said, let me email him one more time. And then he said, well, I'll go check the backyard. I said, I said, why don't you go check the backyard? He said, that's a good idea.
Is there a way from the cul-de-sac, if you're approaching Jeff's house, is there a way to kind of check that backyard?
To the left, as I'm looking at it.
So when we're looking in this picture, there's some individuals, there's some men standing to the left of that house. Is that the general area that you're talking about? Do you get to the backyard?
I believe so. I've never walked back in his backyard from
Okay.
that direction.
But that's what you were thinking your husband was going to go.
Right. And he said, that's a good idea. And that's what he did.
And then what happened next?
And then she came running in the house sobbing and screaming. And I said, what's going on? What happened? And I ran out there to my husband, and he was on the phone with 911, and he was in shock, and I went into shock. And he was having a hard time
Your husband was.
getting to the 911 operator to understand him.
What happens after? Does your husband eventually get on the phone with 911?
He just kept saying, we know he's dead. What he didn't say, we know he's dead. I heard him being very, like, to a point of arguing because, just get the police over here. And she wanted to know, well, is he breathing? Is it what, questions about how do you know he's dead? And he said, what is taking so long, or something to that effect? Why can't you just get the police over here? I know he's dead.
And you could see your husband was upset.
Very upset because, he has a bit of an accent and nobody can ever understand him on the phone. Plus it's above 115 degrees. It was a super hot day, very hot.
Did you go over to that side of the house?
Yes, I went up to my husband and then I saw him.
Okay, and when you say him, who are you talking?
Jeff.
After that, do the police or medical personnel eventually arrive?
Yes, but one policeman was walking up the block, and I just felt like it was. I was in shock, but it just seemed like everything was in slow motion because he was walking very slowly, and I kind of said, "Would you please hurry up?" Okay. And he says, "Do you have a medical emergency?" I said, "No, it's not a medical emergency." I said, "You can see."
Okay. And you directed him over to Jeff.
And then I saw a fire truck at the end of the cul-de-sac, but they wouldn't come up.
Okay.
Nobody came up the block.
Did you remain outside and kind of watch as?
Yes, I was praying over him, talking to him.
And so it was you there kind of just praying for Jeff.
I was, because I just didn't seem, it was just very not natural.
Okay.
And it just couldn't understand. Didn't look like a natural death. I could tell you that right now.
As time goes on, do more emergency personnel and police arrive to the scene?
Of course.
Okay. And do you stay out there generally and kind of watch what's happening?
Yes, I just stayed, I stayed across the street. My gate, my side gate would look directly on him.
Okay. And so you
But
watched,
through a semi-sheer bush,
okay. And so you watched him kind of set up, crime scene tape with this, that, and the other.
Correct.
You stayed out there. Court's indulgence? Thank you. I have no further questions.
I have no questions for our this witness. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your testimony here today. You may step down and you're excused from your subpoena. You may call your next witness.
Next witness, Your Honor, is Roy Bailey.
Please watch your step with respect to the witness.
Okay, so the first witness was the neighbor, her and her husband. Well, her husband, I think, is the one that found him. And so she went first. The husband, I think, is next. So it's tough for them to find their neighbor like this. But she does kind of. Anybody ever watch Bewitched? Did y'all watch Bewitched? Anybody? Um, she kind of reminded me of Miss Kravitz. Not gonna lie. But yeah. So next up will be I think it's the husband. Her husband is next. He's the one that found him. These witnesses actually go fairly quickly, and uh, so we should hopefully be able to scoot through, and then they have a lunch, and then can scoot through the rest of the afternoon, and then we'll get to day two again. Just want to do a shout out for Trial Live or Trial TV Live, our friends over there who are streaming this and allowing us to use their stream. We greatly appreciate it. They have a really good community over there, and if y'all wouldn't mind, we'll put the link tree in the chat again. I know you can't click from the I know you can't click from the on-screen one. So let me. I'm going to put it in the stream again. If you wouldn't mind, go and show some love. Tell them the Crime Cafe Live sent you. They are on Twitter, the Facebook, the TikTok, and the YouTube. My kids are just totally wigging out right now. So let me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me? Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Hey. I think I done did it. Hey, y'all. I don't know. Okay. Okay, we're back. We're back. I did it. Also, you're on speakerphone and we're live. Hey, y'all, we're back. Okay, love you, mean it. Bye. All right, y'all. Look, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Sorry about that. It was a whole thing, but we're back. Can y'all hear me? Please tell me you can hear me, because if not, I'm gonna burn the whole place down. Not really, but I might. Also, this is this is this is for you, Margaret. Okay. Um, Yay, hi, Margaret, 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 Margaret. Look, listen. I saw you. I know you didn't think I could see you, but I did saw you. I saw you being a troll talking about or putting a sleepy face on there and stuff. Now I can't get this link off of here. Um oh, I see what it is. Okay. Hi y'all. Hey. Hi. How you doing? I hate it here. Hate it here. So yeah. Take this off. Margaret, you're a troublemaker. But I love you. Okay. So I don't know where we dropped off, but I am going to yeah. So I'm going to back it up just a little bit so we can get this dude's testimony. This is the husband of the neighbor. Well, he's the neighbor. The neighbor that was just on there. If you missed that, you can back it up. It wasn't that long. And he is the one that found him, I believe. Um, Also, I think when I was, yeah, when I got so rudely interrupted, I think I was thanking our friends at Trial TV Live for allowing us to use their feed. Um, they're new friends, and they have a really great little, they have a really great community over there, and super duper, super duper happy. I don't know why now it's not letting me put a link. There we go. Yeah, their community is wonderful. Great people. Everybody's very nice. No issues. They do live stream. They do live stream of trials, just similar to other places. They just live stream the trial. No talk, no nothing. They do have an open chat. Chat is very cool. It is not toxic at all. So this is their link tree. They are on the YouTube, the TikTok, the Twitter, and the Instagram. So y'all should go show them some love. Anyways, let me share my screen. Hopefully, hopefully, and hopefully I won't melt down my whole computer. And then we can keep watching this trial. I am going to put it on 1.25 speed to kind of speed it up. If you're on the replay, I'll try to talk slow, but I can't guarantee anything. You can always go on your little settings and slow it down. These guys right here. Let's close that. Let's open this. And we will. Oh, we're in HD. Look at us. That might be what shut my whole thing down. Um, Let me try 720 and just see how that looks. I think that'll be okay. So we'll do 720. So maybe we can not shut the whole thing down. So
Good afternoon, sir. In September of 2022, what street were you living on?
Runs, so,
Bronze.
ROW, Bailey.
I kind of said, would you please hurry up? And he says, do you have a medical emergency? I said, no, it's not a medical emergency. I said, you can see.
sorry, y'all. Okay. Also, her husband has a fantastic accent.
You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
You may be seated. Please state and spell your first and last name for the record.
Roy, ROW, Bailey, BAILEY.
May I proceed, Your Honor? Good afternoon, sir. In September of 2022, what street were you living on?
Runs, so,
Bronze Circle? Is that yes?
yes.
Okay. And how long have you lived in that neighborhood?
I'd say 40 years.
40 years? Did you have a neighbor by the name of Jeff Gehrman?
Oh, yes.
Where did he live in relation to your house?
Directly across the street.
Okay, sir, I'm going to put on the overhead what's been admitted as states 2. Oh, there we go. Can you see that on your screen in front of you?
Yes.
Do you recognize that residence?
Yes, I do.
Whose house is that?
That is Jeff's house.
Okay, and you said you've been in the neighborhood about 40 years. Do you have an estimate of how long he lived there?
Yes, 26 years.
26 years?
Mhm.
Over the years or decades there, did you kind of get familiar with when he would come and go from his house?
Oh, yeah.
How would you describe his daily routine?
Excuse me. He would, in the mornings, I was working outside my house, and Jeff would come out around 8 o'clock or something, and I assumed he went and got his coffee or whatever and came back. And a lot of times, he would acknowledge me, I acknowledge him.
So he had kind of a routine of going to get coffee in the
Mhm.
morning,
Yeah. quite
and then you'd
often.
see him when he'd come back.
Yes, absolutely.
On the 2nd of September of 2022, did you notice something strange at his house?
At his house,
Yeah, or how
Uh,
his house looked, I guess.
this was on the Friday,
Yes,
correct?
yeah.
I noticed the garage door was open.
Could you
and-
tell whether or not his car was there?
No,
Okay.
no, I couldn't see that low.
Okay. Was it unusual for him to have his garage door open?
Yes, he would come and go, but always closed.
Because you saw that, did you take note of it throughout the day?
Yes,
Did you have any discussions with your wife about the garage door?
yes.
And do you ever walk over there on the 2nd?
Not early because of the heat.
Okay. How about later in the day?
Yes, I did go over there.
And when you went over there, did you go by yourself that evening, I guess it would be, or with anyone?
No, with my wife.
You went over with your wife?
Yes,
At that time when you went over, do you remember if his car was there or not?
yes, it's there.
It was there. Did that strike you as unusual?
No,
Okay. Did you and your wife do anything to the house when you went over that evening?
closed the door.
Were you aware of whether or not your wife had attempted to contact Jeff during the day?
Yes, throughout the day.
And to your knowledge, was contact ever made?
No,
I want to talk to you about the next day, the 3rd of September. Did you go over to Jeff's house that day?
yes, I did.
Do you remember about what time you went over?
Around 9:15 in the morning.
Okay. And I assume you just walked over yourself?
Well, my granddaughter
Oh, your
was
grand.
behind.
Okay, so she kind of was following behind you.
Mhm,
Is that
yes.
yes? When you looking at this picture, did you go? Like I know the garage door would have been shut, but did you go to his front door, or where did you walk?
I went to his front door
And is that towards the kind of
to the right.
yeah, where the
correct.
trees are?
Yes,
Okay. And did you knock on the door?
I knocked and rang the doorbell.
And any response?
No.
Okay. What happened after you did that?
After I did that, I thought about going around. I was going to go around the back
Uh-huh.
to see, if there was something up that way. And I did go around the corner, around the garage,
And so did you head from looking at the, like from the tree area across the garage here?
I could, once I turned the corner, I could see across.
Okay, but did you walk over to that other side?
I walked over to the other side.
And what did you see there?
When I made the right turn, I walked about another 6 feet or so and saw. Sorry.
It's okay. Do
sorry.
you need any water or
I saw Jeff.
you saw Jeff? Was he on the ground?
Yes. he was.
Okay. So you saw him, and based on that, what did you do?
I called 911.
Did you have your cell phone with you?
Yes.
Okay. Were you standing there calling?
Yes.
Okay. And then at some point after you called 911, did police and other people arrive at the residence?
Yes. There was a patrol officer that came by
Okay.
within a very short time, actually.
So the patrol guy comes first, and then were there a lot more people that came to the
That
house?
followed, yes.
Do you remember if you were interviewed by officers about what you saw?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And how about, did officers ask you about whether or not you had a video surveillance system on your house?
Yes, they did.
Did they ask for permission to download that from you?
Yes, they did.
And I assume you gave permission?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Just briefly, thank you, Mr. Bailey. When you were interviewed, was it a formal interview where you went into the police department, a detective's office to give an interview?
No, they were in the house. I mean, the detectives were around all day. And
Okay, so it was just when they arrived on the scene. Is that the interview that you were referring to?
yes,
Do you know if they recorded your interview or not?
I believe so, yes.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your testimony here today. You may step down and you are excused from your subpoena. Thank you very much for being here. You may call your next witness.
Call Deborah Ryan.
I'm telling you, y'all, they speed racer through these. I wish they'd stop showing his mug. I'm sorry, that was mean. I can't be trusted. I felt bad for that dude. I felt bad for his wife too. I think the next lady is also a neighbor. Oh yeah. This lady.
You do solemnly
There she
swear
is.
the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may be seated. Please state and spell your first and last name for the record.
Debbie, Debbie, Ryan, Ryan.
Thank you. Nancy? Thank you. Ms. Ryan, if you could, do you know someone by the name of Jeff?
I do.
What was your relationship to him? How'd you know Jeff?
Neighbors, or lives right across the street from me for 27 or 28 years.
What was the street that you and Jeff lived on?
Bronze Circle.
Do you know a couple by the name of Roy and Holly Bailey?
I do.
How do you know Roy and Holly?
Been our neighbors since we've lived there for 33 years, right beside us.
Okay, so I want to show you, let's put argument in stakes two. Look at that monitor over, well, you can look at the monitor, you can just
Oh,
right, that
okay.
helps, or you can look at the big one behind.
No,
you.
this is better.
Is that better? Okay. Do you recognize what you're looking at there?
Yes,
Whose house is that?
Jeff's.
All right, so I just want to orient the jury for a minute. So Jeff lives there. Where do the Baileys live in relation to Jeff?
Straight across the street.
Okay, is that in a cul-de-sac?
We're in a cul-de-sac.
All right, and if we're at the Bailey's house, right, if we're in the Bailey's house, do you live to the left of the Bailey's house? Or you live to the right?
To the right.
Okay, so you live right next door to the right. So you're also facing Jeff.
Yes.
So I want to turn your attention to September 2nd of 2022. On that day, do you notice something in relation to Jeff's home that catches your attention?
I did. The garage door was open
Why did that, of all things, catch your attention?
because unless he's outside was working on the lawn or something, it was always closed.
Okay, so
It's always closed.
so you look over, garage is open, but Jeff's not there.
I didn't notice him. No.
Okay, was his car there?
Yes.
All right. So around what time do you remember roughly?
I'm gonna say 11:30, 12.
Okay, sometime in the afternoon, right, or
Yes.
midday. Yeah. So do you do anything at that point, or do you just kind of go back to business?
I didn't. I thought maybe he's working on the side of the house or something. I was getting lunch. I work remote. Went back to work.
So you go back to work. A little later in the day, is that garage door still open?
It is.
Does that Do you notice it at that point? Are you concerned at that point?
I was a little because I wondered why it was still open. I left to go get groceries, so I walked over and knocked on the front door, rang the doorbell.
And so when you knocked on the door, did you notice anything? Did you notice like any signs of like someone breaking in or anything like that?
No, I did not.
So you knock on the door, get an answer.
No, I
You
didn't.
ring the doorbell, get an answer.
No, I didn't.
All right. So what do you do at that point?
Walked back and went and got groceries. I thought maybe he was showering. I don't know. I just walked back to the house.
All right. So you go about your day. Let's take our. I mean, at some point in the evening, do you kind of notice or check on the door or see what's going on?
We did. My husband came home. We went to get something to eat. It was still open. When we came back, it was still open. So I called Roy and Holly to see if they knew, where he was at. It was unusual.
When you spoke with them, did they share a similar concern as
They
you
did.
did? Okay. So
Yes.
what do you decide to do at that point?
We walked over. Roy pulled the cord in the garage so the door would go down. At least we knew it was shut. We thought maybe, I don't know, he left on vacation or something in the door open.
Do you hear from Jeff that night at all?
No.
All right. So let's get to the following morning. Let's talk about September 3rd. That morning, what are you doing that day? Or what were you planning on doing?
We left for a ball game.
Okay.
We were at the ball game, and I'm not sure what time it was. I'll say 9:30 or so. I don't know. It was in the morning. We just got into the game, and I got a call from Holly. Very.
Tell me before we get into what she said.
Oh,
What
okay,
is
sorry.
what is her demeanor like when you get on the phone? How does she sound?
I can't even understand her. She's screaming, crying.
And what does she tell you?
That Jeff's dead. Roy had found him, so we left immediately and went home.
When you get home and you pull up through Brown Circle, what do you see?
There are already cops starting to be there, but it wasn't closed off yet, so we were able to go into our house.
Okay, so you're able to make it to your home.
Mhm.
Do you watch from your home? Do you come outside and just kind of watch as things unfold? What do you remember?
We're outside watching.
Does it, I mean, I know you're not a police officer, but does everything seem kind of normal for the most part? Does anything look out of the ordinary as police or paramedics or people are responding to the scene?
No, I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
How to word it. No.
Nothing stood out to you?
No.
Okay. And you stay out there for a while and watch?
Yes.
Okay. And nothing during the whole time you're out there, nothing catches your attention as being out of the ordinary?
No.
Okay. Did the police eventually speak to you at some point?
Came by. Yeah.
Was it that day?
Yeah.
And where did you give your interview at?
They were just right in front of the house. They were asking a couple questions, but they still were not really saying anything. Obviously, they were trying to figure out what's going on.
And you in general just relayed
Yep.
some of the things you just shared with us
No,
today?
yeah, that we didn't know.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much. No further questions.
Cross-examination?
Just briefly, thank you, Ms. Ryan. When you were interviewed, was it by patrol officers, detectives?
It wasn't really an interview. They were just kind of in the neighborhood, going around trying to calm people. I think more than anything, they weren't asking a lot of questions.
Okay, but you did come in contact with officers. Were they uniformed?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware if they recorded your conversation with them?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions.
Can I redirect?
Oh, no, you're on.
Okay, thank you very much for your testimony here today. You may step down and you're excused.
Thank
Thank you for being here. You may call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Claire Browning.
Telling y'all, bim bam boom. I think the next lady might be a crime scene technician. I could be wrong. This is kind of where I think I left off because I wanted to watch it with y'all.
You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. You may be seated. Please state and spell your first and last name for the record.
My name is Claire Browning. First name is Claire. Last name is Browning.
May proceed.
How are you employed? I'm a senior crime scene analyst with Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
How long have you worked as a crime scene analyst?
A little over 9 years now.
Okay. And you said you're a senior crime scene analyst?
I am.
Can you explain to the members of the jury first what a crime scene analyst does?
The duties of a crime scene analyst are to respond to crime scenes once we've been requested. We document the scene through notes, photography, a diagram if necessary, process for any latent crime scene collecting evidence as it pertains to the crime.
And do you undergo training with Metro before you're allowed to work as a crime scene analyst?
Yes, we do.
And can you just give us an overview of that?
We go through a 12-week crime scene analyst academy, as well as a 12-week field training evaluation program, and we do continuing education classes after that.
And you mentioned that you're a senior crime scene analyst. Is there some testing or proficiency requirement or I guess experience that allows you to have that designation?
Yes.
And can you describe what that is for the jury?
We go through a testing process to promote to senior crime scene analysts. Once we are a senior, we are able to handle more complex calls, to include homicides, officer-involved shootings, things of that nature. We also are responsible for training newer crime scene analysts and being an acting supervisor.
And you were working as a crime scene analyst on September the 3rd of 22.
Yes, I was.
Were you asked to respond to 7216 Bronze Circle?
That's correct.
What type of location is that?
It's a residential neighborhood.
Were you the only crime scene analyst that responded?
No, I was not. Senior crime scene analyst Christy Thomas also responded, and a crime scene analyst supervisor, Caitlin King, responded.
Now, when crime scene analysts arrive at a scene that's a possible homicide, I assume there's detectives and patrol officers there as well?
That's correct.
What kind of happens when you first get there?
When we first arrive on scene, we typically get a scene briefing, kind of the logistics of the scene, what we have, what items of evidence there potentially might be. We get that from a patrol officer, and then we kind of meet as a team to kind of determine how we're going to go about analyzing the scene.
And when you say you meet as a team, is that yourself and detectives?
That's correct.
And other crime scene analysts, I should say.
That's correct.
Do you all like kind of take an overview of the scene before people get down into the work of it?
Yes, we typically do a walkthrough of the scene to kind of determine what's going to be important for us.
Okay. Now you said that for homicide scenes, generally, there's more than one crime scene analyst that responds. How are the duties divided amongst the analysts?
It can vary from scene to scene, but typically, and especially on this scene, we divided it so that one crime scene analyst was doing the report and the photos, which was myself, and another crime scene analyst typically does the evidence and the diagram, which was Christy Thomas in this case.
And but all of you are sort of familiar with the scene because you're working it together?
Yes, we work in tandem.
Okay. And you were the photographer?
I was.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness? And I don't know if Mr. Horvath and Mr. Delford want to. Okay. Your Honor, just for the record, defense counsel has reviewed all these photos that I'm going to show her, the witness. Okay. I'm going to ask you just to look through these in groups, and this is states proposed 1 through 51. You can just let me know if you recognize those photographs.
Y'all, I'm hoping they don't publish these, but if they do, I'm going to stop sharing quickly so we don't see anything we don't need to see.
Yes, I recognize these.
Are they a fair and accurate depiction, with the exception of one, state's proposed one, of how the scene appeared on September the 3rd?
Yes, they are.
State moves to admit, I think 2 is already admitted, which is so 2, or I guess 3 through 51.
No objection.
And with respect to state's proposed 1, does that appear to be like a Google image of the house?
Yes.
State moves to admit 1. Thank you. The next series I'd like you to look at are state's proposed 52 to 105. You could have a look at those.
Hey, honey. Welcome back. Sorry about no notification. I didn't do it.
Recognize these as well.
And are they a fair and accurate depiction of sort of the inside of Mr. German's house?
Yes.
State moves to admit 52 to 105.
No objection.
Next group is 53 to 134.
Glad you found us. Made it back, honey.
And are they a fair and accurate depiction of the outside and backyard area of Mr. Gehrman's house?
Yes.
State moves to admit 106 through 134.
No objection.
Very good.
Next group is 135 through 148. There's just one more after that. Those appear to be the garage area and Mr. Gehrman's vehicle.
Yes.
State moves to admit 135 through 148.
Very good.
And the last group is state's proposed 149 through 161. If you could go through those. Okay, and for the record, state's proposed 149 is a diagram of the crime scene, is that correct?
That's correct.
And the remaining up to 161 are photographs that were taken on the 3rd?
Yes.
Fair and accurate representation of how they appeared with some of the crime scene analyst markers on them?
Yes.
State moves to admit 149 to 161.
We have no objection.
May I publish these, Your Honor? Thank you. So we're going to start with what's been admitted as states 1. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is the front of the residence with a Google Street View.
And this is what's been admitted as states 2. And what are we looking at in that one?
This is the front of the residence on September 3rd.
Okay. Now, as we see it here, it looks like there's some crime scene tape on there. Is that fair?
That's correct.
Who puts the crime scene tape up?
It's usually going to be the first responding officers.
Okay. And that was in place by the time you got there?
That's correct.
I'm going to put on the overhead states 5. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is the west side yard of that same residence.
Okay. And this is state 7. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is, again, the west side yard of that same residence. The gate in the back leads to the backyard, and in front of that gate, you can see the decedent.
Okay. That gate that we see in the backyard, did that have locks on it, or was it closed or anything?
No, there were gates on both the east and west sides of the house, and neither of them had a lock.
I'm now putting on the overhead, what's been admitted as states 10. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is a photograph of the decedent.
And when you and other crime scene analysts are noting, or I guess documenting the crime scene, is there any movement of the decedent before you take the photographs, or do you want to keep the scene as it was, and in your photography, I guess I should say?
Ideally, we keep the scene as pristine as we can. My photographs were actually taken after initial photographs of another CSA. They had already done an initial cursory body examination, and during that time, they discovered that the circumstances of his death were suspicious. So a homicide was called out.
Was there thinking at one point that it might have been a medical incident?
There was.
Okay. And then after that kind of was dispelled in homicide and yourself respond?
That's correct.
Now, in terms of the decedent, was there an attempt to document any personal property that he had on his person?
Yes, there was.
And what did he have with him?
Inside the left front pocket of the shorts that he was wearing, he had a cell phone. Protruding from the left rear pocket of those same shorts was a wallet with cards and identification in the name Jeffrey Gehrman, as well as several US dollar bills and cash. And then in his right front pocket, there was a car key.
So I'm putting on the overhead states 40. Is that the cell phone that you just spoke of?
Yes, it is.
And this is states 41. What is that?
This is the car key.
And I think you mentioned a wallet as well?
That's correct.
Okay. This is states 43. That's his wallet?
That's correct.
Was there photography done on the inside of his wallet to see if there was any cash present?
Yes, there was.
This is states 46. And that was documented as well?
Yes.
Probably Do you know how much money he had on him, or?
I can't recall.
Okay.
The evidence was booked by crime scene analyst Christy Thomas.
Okay, but it didn't appear like there was money taken from his wallet because it's present.
It did not appear so.
And this is states 47. That would be his identification.
That's correct.
Now, the area surrounding the body, did yourself and other crime scene analysts take note of the condition of those bushes and kind of shrubs?
Yes.
And what were your observations about them?
The bushes that were closest to the decedent had several broken branches. There was also apparent blood on those branches, and the rocks appeared to be disturbed around those bushes.
And putting on the overhead states 51. Is that an example of that?
Yes, it is.
And this is states 50. Sort of another view of the bushes with blood.
Yes.
You said the rocks around him were disturbed as well?
Yes.
Now, when you're dealing with the decedent's body, are there attempts made to preserve evidence in the form of DNA that might be on his person?
Yes.
And what is that?
We typically, whenever we are recovering a body from a scene, we're going to place handbags over their hands so we can preserve any kind of DNA evidence that might be on their hands or under their nails, whatever the case may be. We also wrap them in a clean sheet to preserve any trace evidence that might be on them.
I'm putting on the overhead states 37. What is that?
This is a representation of one of the bags that we put on his hand.
And this is states 36. That would be the other one, I think.
Yes.
And again, you said that's to preserve like DNA evidence?
That's correct.
Did yourself, detectives and crime scene analysts go into Mr. Garriman's residence as well?
Yes, we did.
When you went into the residence, I guess I should say, what way did you make entry? Through the sort of the garage door that leads into the house or the front door?
I believe we made entry through the interior garage door.
Okay. Did you do any documentation of the front door to note its condition?
Yes.
Was there any damage to the front door?
There was no damage to the front door.
I'm putting on the overhead states 52. Is that the front door?
Yes, it is.
And the photograph is to document that it hasn't been kicked in or there's no damage to the frame?
That's correct.
How about the interior of the residence? How would you describe it?
The interior of the residence was actually very clean, very orderly. Everything was essentially in its place.
Have you been to residences where places have been ransacked or items have been taken?
Yes, I have.
Did this residence look like that at all?
No, it did not.
Did it look like there was any area of disturbance inside the residence?
No.
This is states 53. What part of the house is that?
This is the living room.
And again, no disturbance and his TV is present. Everything looks pretty much in order.
Yes.
This is states 54. Is that just another view of the living room?
Yes, it is.
This is states 59. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is the bedroom inside the residence.
And again, no sign of disturbance.
That's correct.
This is state 60. And we're looking at,
This is another view of the bedroom.
okay. I'm putting on the overhead now, state 64. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is like a sitting room that was just off of the living room.
No sign of disturbance in that room?
No.
This is state 66. And what room is that?
This is the office.
This is state 68. Appears to be sort of a closer view of his computer.
Yes.
Any sign of disturbance that you saw in that office area?
No.
Did you note the condition of like closets and cupboards to document whether or not there was any disturbance in those areas as well?
Yes, I did.
This is state 71. No disturbance in that closet, it appears.
That's correct.
And this is state 74. Sort of a cupboard, no disturbance.
That's correct.
And was it like that throughout the house? There was no sign of disturbance anywhere on the inside?
Correct.
Did Mr. Garriman have medication that appeared undisturbed as well?
Yes, he did.
I want to move to, this is states 81. You can tell me. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is the dining room area inside the residence.
And this is states 83. That dining room area to the right of it is a kitchen.
Yes.
And I see like a butcher block on the counter there. Did you document whether any knives were missing or anything like that?
There were no knives missing from the block.
This is states 89. What are we looking at there?
This is another view of the other side of the kitchen.
Okay, no sign of disturbance.
No sign of disturbance.
And this is states 91.
This is again another view of the kitchen.
And again, no indication of disturbance.
No disturbance.
I'm showing you now states 100, and it appears to be the trash bag. What was done with that?
This trash bag was located on the floor in between that dining room area and the kitchen. It was just open on the floor like that. We went through it and looked for any kind of receipts to kind of determine a timeline.
And I'm putting on the overhead now, states 103. What is that?
This is a receipt from Roberto's, dated 9/2, I believe at 9:03 a.m.
And the date would be on the receipt here. Can you see? Oh, I know. So we see the receipt from 9/2.
That's correct.
Okay. And the other part of the receipt has the time at 9:03 a.m.
Yes.
How about the sort of the exterior of all of Mr. Gehrman's house? Was that documented by crime scene analysts as well?
Yes, it was.
And what was the purpose of that?
Just to document to see if there were any kind of disturbances or any way that somebody might have made entry into the residence.
This is states 106. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is the west side gate that is just behind the decedent.
Okay, and that gate is closed, but there's not locks on it?
That's correct.
Was there any sign of disturbance around sort of the perimeter of the house?
There wasn't much of a disturbance. As you can see in that last photo, the gate is not latched all the way. So the door is closed, but it's not latched. Also, there's a window just north of that gate, so on the other side of the gate in the backyard. That window had a slash through the screen.
Okay, I'm putting on the overhead states 111. Can we see the window that you're talking about in that photograph? It's probably, can you see it or no?
I don't believe so. It's actually just beyond that bush on the left.
Okay, I'll try this one. This is states 113. Can you see looking at 113, can you see the slash mark on the window?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the linear line.
Can you, there's a mouse up there? Yeah.
I believe that this is the slash.
Okay, I'm gonna approach just so you're sure.
Yes, that appears to be so.
Okay. Did you take a closer look at that slash, or is there any further description you can give of it?
There's just a tear in the
screen?
In the screen.
Okay, this is states 114. It might be a better picture of it. Is that the slash that you were talking about?
That's correct.
Any other disturbance though on the window, like on the inside of that corresponding room, broken glass, anything pushed out?
No, not that we noticed.
Okay. And as you continue to the back of the residence, any disturbance whatsoever?
Not that I recall.
Okay, this is states 117. That appear to be the back of the residence?
Yes.
And then the back door that leads, I assume, into the kitchen area, no, that wasn't broken or any sign of disturbance to that as well?
No.
Mr. Gehrman's car was present at the scene?
Yes, it was.
This is states 135. And the keys were in his pocket, right?
That's correct. One key was in his pocket and one key was actually in the bedroom closet.
In the bedroom closet. The car itself, was it disturbed? Did you look at it on the inside?
We did open up the car. It was very clean on the inside.
Clean on the inside, nothing appeared out of the ordinary?
That's correct.
So the scene appears to be kind of confined to that side yard area?
Yes.
I'm going to put on the overhead states 149. What are we looking at in this exhibit?
This is a diagram of the crime scene.
Okay. Now on this diagram, I see AB6, AB5, 15, AB4, and AB3, 2, and 1. What are those designations?
The AB 1 through, I believe it's 6, is apparent blood. So apparent blood stain 1 through 6, they're in different locations around the body. Number 15 is actually a broken branch that we located near the body that also had apparent blood on it.
Were swabs taken of these areas?
Yes.
And how do you guys do that at a scene?
Whenever we take swabs of apparent blood, especially in this case, AB1 and AB2 are actually going to just be the physical surface that the blood was on. So that's 2 rocks. 15, like I said, is a branch that had apparent blood on it. So that was booked just as a branch. However, I believe it's AB3 through AB6. We take a cotton swab. So think of it like a Q-tip. We put molecular water on it, which is just essentially clean water. And then we swab the stain and secure it in an envelope and submit it for evidence.
Now, prior to swabbing it, do you mark it on the ground and or on wherever it is and photograph it so you know which one is AB1, 2, 3, or 4?
That's correct.
I'm putting on the overhead states 150. And can you see the crime scene analyst markers on there?
Yes, you can.
And where should the jury be looking for those?
If you look here on the rocks, this is AB1 and AB2, I believe. The rocks themselves were collected. And then one of the is actually right here in the bush on the branch.
Okay. This is states.
Hi.
I'm back.
Yay.
I'm back.
I
missed everything though.
You didn't miss anything. It's echoing though.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Hold on. Let me check. Yeah, I had the echo cancellation off.
Is that better? Better.
I had the echo cancellation off. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, and I meant to warn everybody. So the courtroom feed is kind of meh. Because they keep walking away from the microphones. So it's kind of hard to hear. So I can sum it up in like 2 seconds. The neighbor, Mrs. Kravitz,
Yeah,
and her husband, they noticed that the garage door was open. They thought it was weird. She said, I'm going to send them a text and an email. She sent text and email, didn't hear back. They thought he might have gone out of town and didn't tell them. And so she texted him. She said, I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm going to go ahead and shut your garage door because we don't know if you left. So they shut the garage door. Next day, they still hadn't heard back. Husband says, I think you should call 311, which is non-emergency in their area. She says, I'm going to email him, text him again. So she emails and texts him again.
right.
Then she says, maybe you should go check the backyard. Hi, Jolie.
Can you say hi?
How was school?
Did you have fun at school? She shook her head. Yeah, she's got her mouth full of
Ritz
cracker and cheese and pepperoni. So.
Cracker and cheese, all you want. You got you some MILK?
She had some at school, but she hasn't had any yet here.
Okay. So she says maybe you should go check the backyard. Nice wife. And so he goes and checks the backyard, and he finds Mr. Garriman.
Okay.
Next up was said husband. He said yes, all the same things. We didn't. It was weird. Went to the backyard, found it. Third neighbor said, yep, noticed the garage door was up. Yep, noticed all the things. That was it. 1, 2, 3. I think this is the fourth witness. Maybe.
Okay.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm glad you're okay, Margaret. Margaret got stuck under her refrigerator while you were gone.
What?
Under her arm.
What in the name of God? Why is your arm under your refrigerator?
See, this is why we don't clean stuff like that.
Margaret, what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do with you?
My whole entire arm. Look.
Margaret.
She said, I'm never cleaning again. Okay. Things to mark off of Margaret's job options. Cleaner.
Go get some. Never cleaning again. Yeah. How do you get your whole entire... What were you doing? Under... How...
Because
why did you have your whole entire arm under the refrigerator?
I'm gonna play it out for you. You ready? Okay. She laid on the floor. She looked underneath it. She stuck her arm. She pulled the little grate vent up. She stuck her arm under there to wipe underneath, and she got her whole arm stuck.
Oh
Then
my
she called
God.
Alexa. Oh, sorry, the A word.
Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. Opened the grill to get the dust and the dirt out. She laid on the floor, stuck her arm underneath there, swiped it, got stuck. Then she called the A word, told him to call Jeff, but then before Jeff could make it, she got her arm out.
Oh my God. Did you cut yourself or anything? What, baby? Hmm? How about? I don't know what you want. Did she cut your arm or anything? I'm waiting on her to see. Oh, she almost died. Okay.
She almost died. She's fine though now, but she almost died. And also, if you were having trouble with it, now that you stuck your arm underneath there and you got caught in the wires, you might have more trouble with it. Also, you could have been electrocuted. Also, you did almost die. Oh,
Hi, babe. She's
hi,
all stuffy.
friend.
She's all stuffied up still.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah. She's
Telling you, get her some elderberry syrup. Give it to her every day.
a day.
They make it for kids. It's not called. They have cough syrup with it in it, but they make like plain elderberry syrup. You can get it at the Walmart.
The Walmart. Okay.
Yeah, the Walmart.
Not Walmart, but the Walmart. Okay.
The Walmart.
I'll make sure to go to the Walmarts
Walmart.
in my pajamas next time.
Okay. Well, the weird noise it was making has stopped. It could have been the dust. But don't do that. Don't do that. At least not when you're by yourself.
Yeah, don't stick your arm under any more appliances that are bigger than you when you're alone at home or
Exactly.
ever.
And then we'd have to cover the whole thing on the Crime Cafe because we'd be like, there's no way Margaret would stick her arm underneath that fridge. Someone did it.
Jeff did it.
Somebody done did it. We'd be covering your cold case and everything.
The husband always does it.
Look, don't make us put you on here. Also, I got to send you. I'm afraid. Well, now that you're back, I'm not scared. I was scared. To do anything because I didn't want my computer to like go.
What are you talking about?
You just go back eating a sandwich. Jeff standing over me eating a sandwich. Wonder what happened. That's funny. It's not funny. It's a little funny.
You tell him the Crime Cafe said that, yeah, if
I have your address. I have your address.
If you're found with your arm under one more appliance,
that's right. That's right.
I'm coming for him.
Here, I need to send you this that Morgana sent to me, but it is
I'll bring Ashley's eyeballs with me.
That's right. Yeah, so there's like a whole I don't know, 20 minutes that you may need to go delete.
Nah.
Girl, it's radio silent.
Well, babe. You want those headphones? All right.
Okay, yes. Also, box of jobs Margaret isn't getting.
Oh, she didn't get that job?
No. We're saying appliance repairman.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was getting ready to say, oh.
No, I think it's they haven't set up an interview yet, have they? Who called me? I got my phone on D&D and it's freaking me out. Somebody called me from Kansas. What? Spins can't laugh. Y'all don't make Spins laugh. That's rude. Anyways, let me send you this because I think you need to make a thing.
You talking about the look you have when you done unalive someone?
Oh, did she send it in the chat?
In Discord.
Oh, yeah, I sent it back to her. She sent it to me privately because I had yelled at her to come help me because I was by myself.
Oh.
But I said that look you have. No, I said, ooh, did I do that? Dorothy? What you mean, Dorothy?
Who's Dorothy?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
You and me both. She said, wouldn't that be stupid to miss two? I miss a call for an interview because my arm is stuck all the way up on a refrigerator's butt.
Oh, Dorothy's what we're gonna name my fridge. What, baby?
Hi.
Oh, Dorothy's calling me from Kansas. You funny.
Morgana's got jokes, man.
She got big jokes today. She got big jokes. Big jokes. Okay, so I caught you up. Oh, this is the crime scene analyst.
Okay.
She took a lot of pictures. I was ready to stop sharing because I thought they were going to just publish them all up there. She looked through 157 pictures and confirmed that they're all the right pictures. So they're going through them, but they are not showing body pictures. So they showed the front of the house, the side of the house, the back of the house, or the side back in the yard, but they didn't show that one. They showed the inside of the house. They showed some more of the house, a little bit extra of the house, and his wall. Bro, did I just fall out?
I heard something, but I don't know what it was. I'm over here on Discord grabbing this picture.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna start playing again. I think you're caught up.
All right, good deal.
Spin stick. Can we just watch the court so I can stop laughing? My stomach hurts. Also, I've been mentioning every once in a while, but I'm gonna mention it again.
There you go.
Did you do it? I don't see it. Yes. I still think we need Boss Baby back up there, but
it won't let me put two.
No, I know, but I think he should be a big one like Ashley.
And
then we could scare everybody.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me do this again.
I can't do those things. I'm not fancy like that.
It won't let you? Excuse you, nasty. Did you hear? Hi, Ma.
Margaret said he looks like he's looking under a fridge at a woman with her arm stuck. Morgana, you better stay away from underneath that dishwasher.
There you go.
Yeah. Now we don't know if it's trial or if it's him. That's
I know, right?
So, if you let's see, we got nine. Look, y'all, listen. We got 9 people watching. We got 5 likes. Give our fabulous hostess with the mostest. Hey, Laura. A thumbs up. Do all the YouTubey things, and if you're on the replay, do hashtag replay. Yeah, I'm sure you did. The more you got stuck, the more panicked you got, the more you got stuck. You can't panic.
Morgana's emptying the dishwasher and ain't got stuck under it yet. You know what? I ain't got stuck underneath my printer. I was eating cough drops today and I didn't get stuck under my printer.
My desk.
Oh my goodness, Trial TV Live is here.
Hey, Trial TV Live. I was just gonna say hey, and I was just gonna say we were thankful to you for letting us use your feed. Oh, there's Jenny. I'm not showing my
Trial
face.
TV Live. Hello.
Yay.
Thank you for allowing stream use. I appreciate that.
We do so much. Here's your little look, I'll show you. I was just putting this up. So there you go. Y'all go show our new friends some love. That's their link tree. They're on the Facebook, the YouTubes, the Twitters, and there's another one, the TikTok.
The Twitters,
Just
the
ignore me.
TikTok.
Just ignore me. I put the in front of everything because it irritates my children. So, anyways, we were just getting back to it. We were talking about Margaret, who was stuck under the refrigerator. We thought we were going to have to live stream her trial.
Oh, thank you, Trial TV Live. That's very generous of you.
We appreciate it so much, and I just want to say I've been telling Jenny, but I just love what you're doing over there. That there's a safe place. You know, it's not toxic like some of the other places that stream. And that thanks, Laura. Thanks for subbing to them. All y'all go sub, go like, go give them love. They're great, and they're very kind to let us. Oh, the squeegee! Hi, squeegee.
Oh, hi. The squeegee.
That's Squeegee. Squeegee's the moderator for Trial TV Live. Squeegee's a bomb.
The squeegee is our mod. Nice.
Yay! Hi,
Hello
guys.
and welcome. Hi and welcome. Here, hold on. Real quick wave. Hi. I got
Wave.
kiddo back here, so I'm like, nope, not today.
Not today. I'm so glad y'all stopped in. That makes me happy.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate that.
Are you done? Is the trial done? Are they on lunch? They're probably on lunch, huh? Let's see, 10:30. They're probably on lunch, maybe. Good thing y'all didn't come in here earlier because it was a whole hot mess. But that's what I do. Jenny left me unsupervised.
I love my QB.
She left me unsupervised.
I do, but I'm fine with leaving you unsupervised, even if.
Did you get it up, Trial TV? Did you get it up? Isn't it crazy? Did you read the things? The other two are me, but the interview of the she gonna get a new trial. She's so gonna get a new trial.
I think she's going to.
She's so getting a new trial.
I just really want to know when they're going to get an answer from the judge.
I need Judge White. I know you're listening, sir. I know you act like you don't go on the YouTube and see all this stuff, but I know you're watching. I need you to get on this. We need a hearing.
Wasn't he the one that kept saying, or was it the different trial? One of the judges kept saying, they say we're live on TV, on the internet or something, but
wait, what? Wait a minute. What do you mean the email that the judge filed? What email?
Did something happen today while we were
lollygagging on stuff?
I was all over the whole Matthew Perry situation, so I didn't.
You had to go get kiddos. I have all the motions in the folder. On the community tab, stand by. Stand by your man. Oh, I heard about that. Because her daughter was reading it, right?
Oh, yeah. I had saved that page, and then I forgot to share that. But yeah, she did a whole TikTok. Somebody sent an email.
She did the TikTok. But she was talking very fast, and it was last night, and it was a lot. So I will go. Do you mind if I grab it?
Who, me or them?
No, Trial TV.
Oh. I will be, Laura. I'm going to cover that one hardcore. Good Lord, they've got it shoved all the way out to the middle, I think, of next year.
Yeah, it's June 2025.
Yeah. If it even goes then.
Community. There it is.
Trial TV Live, let me ask you guys a question in case, because I've struggled. Have you guys heard about the case over in Berks County, Pennsylvania? A chick named Lisa Rochelle Snyder who hung her 2 children in the basement, but she says that they hung themselves, or the brother, the boy, Connor and Brindley
When is that
Snyder.
coming up? That should be coming up soon.
So she was scheduled to have her trial, but then there was some sort of an appeal of some sort.
Bye, Squeegee. Thanks for coming by.
But then thanks for dropping in. But then they had now they're doing a bench trial. So I've heard that Pennsylvania is pretty like zip-lipped when it comes to like live feeds inside the courtroom. But I don't know if like bench trials are ever streamed.
Mm.
Bench trial,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that case is nuts.
It's disgusting is what it is. The New York doesn't allow cameras in the court. Well, see, that's kind of why I'm wondering, because they're in Pennsylvania and it's Berks, Berks County, PA. I'm typing it in the chat, and her name is Lisa Rochelle Snyder.
There's a whole, who did it? Was it dang. Was it 48 Hours that did a thing on her? Somebody did a thing on her. She's gross. It's gross. It's terrible.
Yeah, she did things with the dog and everything. I'm not even kidding. She is a disgusting human. I can't even call her those kids' moms, but like I followed that, and I was watching the docket and everything, and I can't like they would have a hearing and then it would be rescheduled. Then they'd have another hearing and then that would be rescheduled. And now the trial was switched up to now it's a bench trial. I mean, I just don't know. I'm thinking they said the bench trial was supposed to be sometime in September. So if it is, then that means it's coming up. But
I don't know that they'll
oh wow. That's tough.
I don't know, because it depends on the law in Pennsylvania and how open they are. Because technically, if it's a hearing, a trial, it should be public use or public domain.
Yeah.
Not domain. I'm using words that I don't mean to.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, the bench trial. Okay, September 16th, 2024. But I don't think they'll. I don't know. They might.
Online court records also indicate that Snyder filed a waiver of a jury trial in favor of a bench trial, which is scheduled to begin September 16th. Okay. I knew it was sometime I thought it was sometime in September, but I just want to know, the kids were young.
They were young. Like,
Connor was like 8-ish, and I think that Brindley was maybe 4.
Squeegee got all the info.
I did a video on them, that story. I think it's on my channel. I'm pretty sure I did a video of them.
Yeah, 8
But
and 4. I knew he was 8. I couldn't remember how old the baby was.
yeah, I knew she was quite a bit younger than him. Excuse me.
You
Fast
do have
fingers.
fast fingers. The squeege. Also, I shorten everybody's name, so don't be offended. Yes, they were found. Okay, so then
Yep.
and then the mama had the unmitigated gall to say that child was suicidal, and he hung him and his sister down there in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty
Also,
bad.
Trial TV got another. There is another motion for a new trial
For who?
for Ashley.
Oh,
Maybe I didn't see. I saw the request for interview of trial, but I didn't see the motion for a new trial. This looks different. I'll look at it in a minute. Um, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't know. Trial TV. There are some young children committing suicide. The S word. Sorry. Unaliving. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Um, but he didn't do that.
oh, baby.
Hi, Jolie.
But yeah, 8 and 4, they were babies, and they talked to the teachers and family and the bus driver, kids on the bus. They were all like, no, um, there was no talk of that. They tried to say she tried to say that the little boy was bullied and stuff like that, and
And his sister didn't want to be alone, so he took
yeah.
her with him.
Mhm.
She need to be home. Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I know y'all probably have to get back because court's going to start back. But I really thank y'all for coming by. Appreciate it. I have really enjoyed your chat, and all your people are really nice. I think some of your people stopped by this morning.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
P Lola's mom.
P Lola's mom, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I know you. Where do I know you from? So, but yeah, I appreciate y'all so much, and I'm glad you came by. That's cool.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Love to hear it. Love to see it.
Yep. But we'll be over. Well, we'll be over with y'all later, but you'll probably be off by the time we get there.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, y'all go check our friends out. Check our friends out. True TV Live on all the things. Thank y'all. Hey, Kel.
Long day, right?
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Hey, sweet Kel.
I'm giving you a heart hands, but I'm on my computer and it won't let me. So I'm Trial TV. I'm giving you a heart hand. Okay.
Thank you for
Thanks,
being here.
Kel. Thanks, Kel.
Sweet.
All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for me to start it back?
Yes, ma'am, honey. I'm ready whenever you are.
I have it at 125 speed.
Okay.
It seems to be okay so far. Oh, you know what? Your little dude, you gotta take your little dude down. It's covering the Trial TV Live thing. I just
Oh.
realized it. Can you move him?
No, it won't let me move him.
Rude. I just realized that you were it's covering him.
I didn't even.
Thanks, honey.
Didn't know. But yeah, on StreamYard, you don't get the choice where you want to move your little logo to. Because I usually use this logo, the disclaimer fair use, or this one, my Bev.
I just realized it was covering their. I mean, we're definitely giving cred, but I just realized it was covering their little thing.
There we go.
That's them. That them.
That damn.
Yeah, she's here. Let's show them the overlay. Our favorite overlay. Where is it? I can't get to it. Why can't I get to it? Here we go. Here we go. There's our favorite overlay.
Yeah, I love that.
So you told your mom and she laughed? Is that what happened, Margaret? She
hung up. She was yelling. She
I
yelled.
She yelled, True
Good
TV
grief.
Live, you have to come meet the mamas of the Crime Cafe because they're the best.
They are the best. Not even gonna
Martha's
lie.
mama and Morgana's mama, and there one day we'll show you the Morgana's mama's review of a new shower head.
Jeez. That sounds so wrong.
It-
God.
so, anyways, okay, all right, back to business. I'm gonna start this back, and then I'll BRB. Um,
And are you able to see those markers as AB, well, I can read it with my glasses, AB1 and AB2,
Yes, AB1, AB2.
So did mine, Laura. I know what you mean.
and those correspond to where they were on the diagram. That's right. And so this would be AB3, which is on that branch. Yes. Now I'm putting on the overhead states 158. Appears to be like a outside decorative butterfly and a bird bath. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And were swabs taken from those items as well?
Yes,
And those would have been impounded the same way that you previously described?
that's correct.
And then are you, as a crime scene analyst, the person who does DNA testing or forensic testing on the item?
No, I do not.
I think that's all I have, Your Honor. Thank you. I'll pass the witness.
Cross-examination.
Yes, thank you. Ms. Bryan, you had testified it was yourself and two other crime scene analysts.
That's correct.
The other two analysts were Thomas and King.
That's correct.
Did all three of you arrive at the address at the same time?
Approximately the same time, yes.
Approximately what time did you arrive?
1441.
Did you arrive in the same vehicle with crime scene analyst Thomas?
I don't believe so. I think we took separate vehicles.
Okay, same question for crime scene analyst King.
I think she also took a separate vehicle.
All right. You arrived at the residence. Who's present when you arrived?
When I arrived, crime scene analyst Janelle Bracken was there initially. She did the initial documentation of the decedent. I believe homicide had already arrived and there were patrol officers as well.
So when you arrived, and you testified that you arrived at presumably the same time that crime scene analyst Thomas and crime scene analyst King arrived, crime scene analyst Bracken was already there.
That's correct.
So now we have four crime scene analysts.
Yeah, she responded to the scene initially on a dead body call. After they did their coroner examination, they determined that the circumstances of that death were suspicious. So as it was the end of her shift, swing shift, which is a shift that I work, took over, and she left the scene.
Are you aware of what time crime scene analyst Bracken arrived?
I am not sure what time she arrived.
When you arrived, you testified that homicide was there. You're referring to homicide detail?
Homicide detectives, that's correct.
And who was the principal detective, if you knew, of this crime scene investigation based upon your arrival and your understanding?
I believe the detectives that were lead agents on the case were Detective Gaddis and Hawkins.
Gaddis and Hawkins.
That's correct.
And they belong basically to the homicide group or the homicide detail, fair to say?
That's correct.
How many detectives in total were present when you arrived?
I can't recall.
Fair to say there was a lot of people coming in and out?
There were,
Law enforcement.
yes, there were a lot of law enforcement on scene.
How many patrol officers were on scene, if you're aware?
I can't recall.
Are you aware of any Metro Intelligence officers that were present?
I don't recall that.
Okay. There may have been, you just don't recall.
That's correct.
Now, your responsibilities were primarily that of taking photos and generating a report in reference to those photos, fair to say? As well as the evidence diagram that we reviewed with you, that's States Exhibit 149, correct?
CSA Thomas was the one that impounded the evidence and generated the diagram.
Okay, so your primary responsibility was that of photographing.
That's correct.
We were shown photographs, and it was States Exhibit 36 of the hands. You recall those?
That's correct, yeah.
You didn't place basically the covering on the hands, correct?
I can't recall which of us put the handbags over the hand.
So you may have put the handbags on the hands?
Typically, it'll be the crime scene analyst who is doing the evidence recovery will do that, but I can't recall.
Okay, and who would have that person been?
That would have been CSA Thomas.
But you don't know if it was CSA Thomas or yourself, correct, to put those bags?
I can't recall.
And fair to say, when you arrived, there were no bags on the hands, correct?
Correct.
And you don't know how long those hands were exposed prior to your arrival?
Correct.
You had given testimony concerning this knife block inside Mr. Gehrman's residence,
Yes.
and you had testified that no knives were missing from that particular block, correct? Did you, and this block was in the kitchen area,
Yes, it was.
did you open and review the drawers contained inside the kitchen?
Not that I recall.
Didn't photograph the contents?
No.
Didn't know what was in there before your arrival, a week before or following your departure, correct?
No.
Did you take any measurements of the distance between the kitchen area to the scene where the photographs were taken of the blood and the other matters?
No, we did not.
You were asked to give testimony concerning the slash. State's Exhibit 113. And you characterize that as a slash, correct?
Yes.
I'm sorry? You probably don't want to mess up your stack. I have 113, but actually I have. Thank you very much. Can you see it? This was a delay. This is the slash that was referred to, correct? On the
Yes.
window? And that was on the other side of the gate where Mr. Gehrman was found, correct?
Correct.
And then a close-up of this slash is in Exhibit 115, correct?
Yes.
Now, you use the word slash, but you don't know whether or not that was slashed by a knife or was even cut, correct?
No, it's a defect.
A defect. So, I mean, the idea of slash, that's something that doesn't necessarily fit that photograph, does it?
It could potentially, but it is a defect in the screen.
It could have been a fray.
It could have been.
And are you aware of what level, what height this slash or this fray was from the ground?
I don't recall.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Ms. Browning, when crime scene analysts are working scenes, it looks like you're on duty now, right? Is that what you would wear?
Yes.
Do you wear gloves?
Yes, we do.
What's the purpose of crime scene analysts wearing gloves?
It's to prevent any contamination or cross-contamination of the scene.
Okay, and do all crime scene analysts at murder scenes wear gloves in order to avoid that contamination?
Yes, we do. We actually double glove anytime that DNA is a concern.
Okay, and so whoever bagged the hams of Mr. Gehrman would have been double gloved?
That's correct.
Okay, when you got to the scene, I think you, well, we talked about there being crime scene tape up.
That's correct.
Okay, what's the purpose of the tape?
The tape is to keep any non-law enforcement personnel out of the scene.
When you've been at murder scenes in your work at Metro, in a murder scene, if you're law enforcement, is everybody allowed to go in the scene where the decedent is?
No.
What are the rules on that?
Typically, it's going to be people that are actively investigating the scene.
Okay, so anyone who happens to be standing around can't go into the scene?
Correct.
And are there steps taken by patrol officers, analysts, and detectives, everybody, to preserve scenes?
Yes.
And that's in order to preserve any possible evidence that might be present?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, and follow up. You were part of a second group that arrived. There was a crime scene analyst, Bracken, who had arrived prior to you, correct?
Correct.
Initially, this wasn't treated as a homicide scene, was it?
Not initially.
So these concerns regarding preserving evidence and contamination obviously would have followed, fair to say?
Anytime that a decedent is on scene, we do our best to lock down the scene. We have patrol officers on scene. We put tape up. We take all the precautions as necessary.
But you weren't present. were
I
you?
was not present for that.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
No other questions. Thank you very much for your testimony here today. You may step down. You are excused from your subpoena. Thank you for being here. And you may call your next witness. Thanks.
The next witness, Your Honor, is Jamie Iles.
You do solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may be seated. Thank you. Please state and spell your first and last name for the record.
My name is Jamie Yos, Jamie, Jamie, last name Yos, IOOS as in Sam.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
How were you employed?
I am the director of the Office of Public Information for the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
And what does that mean you do?
I supervise a staff of 10. We are a liaison between the public, the media, and the department. We put together press releases, press conferences. We maintain the department's social media sites as well as the website.
When you say press releases, does that sometimes concern crimes that have just occurred?
Yes, it does.
And are some of those seeking the public's assistance to see if they can identify somebody?
Yes, we do ask for the public's assistance.
Were you working in that capacity in September of 2022?
Yes.
And were you involved in the press releases associated with the Jeff Gehrman homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you remember, can you tell the members of the jury just generally what type of information or what was released by Metro related to that investigation?
The Public Information Office is not an investigative unit, but when an investigative unit like homicide wants to put out pictures of a crime scene, of evidence, of video they have of the suspect, they'll coordinate with the Public Information Office and we'll either put together a written press release that we release to the media, or sometimes we do press conferences where we release photos and videos of evidence.
And was video evidence released in this case?
Yes, we had video evidence in this case.
Who compiles that, or who decides what's released?
The homicide section, or whatever the investigative section is, decides what they want released, and then they send it to the Public Information Office, and we kind of compile it for them and put it together in a presentation that then we can give to the public.
Okay, I want to play, I think this will be State's Proposed 338. Yes. Okay, does that image look familiar, or the kind of
Yes.
top part of that? It
Yes.
says man found deceased outside home.
Yep.
What are we looking at there?
We're looking at surveillance video from the neighborhood of where the Gehrman murder occurred that homicide gave to the Public Information Office to release for a press conference on September 6th, 2022.
And there was video, this is sort of a still of the video evidence that was released?
Yes.
Okay, can you just play that? So looking at that video, it appears there's like a normal speed of an individual walking, is
Mhm.
that correct?
Correct.
And then a slower version,
Yes.
and then a picture of a car,
Yes.
and then a still. sort
Yes.
of. All of those would have been provided to you by homicide detectives?
Yes.
Metro pushes that information out on.
Right, Margaret.
Fifth, we released a photo of the suspect in the case. September 6th, we had a press conference where we released the video, the picture of the car, and again, the still photo of the suspect.
Now, once those are put out by Metro, if someone is calling in and says, I have information, does that go to you?
No, that does not go to our office. If we need a 24/7 response, there's a certain phone number that goes to what we call our Fusion Watch, where we put out their phone number that can get answered at any time if people have tips. We also provide the Crime Stoppers phone number. So if people want to call and report tips anonymously, they can do that. We also, for that press conference, provided the email for the homicide section in case anyone wanted to email homicide as well.
And the tips that come in, those are followed up by homicide.
Yes.
in your office. Right. Thank you very much, ma'am. I'll pass the witness.
Yes, thank you. So just so we're clear, you're involved in putting this information, these photographs, these recordings out, but you don't monitor the responses
No.
that are received. Were you involved in the series concerning Bob the burglar, where there was a similarly dressed individual in this area?
Yes.
And when was this Bob the burglar series presented?
Approximately 1 to 2 months before the homicide.
Okay, and you reviewed those videos in preparation for your testimony today?
No.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Nothing else, Robert. Thank you. Thank you very much for your testimony here today. Please step down. And you're excused from your subpoena.
No, not Bob the burglar. Sorry. Oh, y'all wait till you see the videos of him. He has a specific gait when he walks. I hope they make him walk across the courtroom because you'll be able to tell Bob the burglar, not Bob the burglar.
Statement called and next witness.
Stephanie Smithson.
Bob the burglar.
Can we rob it?
Yes, we can. Yeah, I think so. We love Bob the Builder, not so much Bob the Burglar, though.
Yeah. Thank you, Nightbot. That was right on time.
First name is
Mhm.
Stephanie, Stephanie. Last name is Smithson, Smitten.
Okay, proceed. How are you employed?
I'm employed with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
And what is your job title?
I'm a senior crime scene analyst,
We just had a crime scene analyst testify before you. How long have you worked as a crime scene analyst?
almost 8 years.
And you're a senior crime scene analyst as well?
Yes,
And so that means you're allowed to go to more complicated scenes because of a demonstrated proficiency and experience?
yes.
When crime scene analysts assist detectives with search warrants, can you describe what your responsibilities are at that type of scene?
Yeah, so generally we'll document the crime scene and we do that by taking notes, we take photographs, we collect evidence, sometimes we'll process for fingerprints, and then at the end we'll generate a report.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach the witness? Mr. Dawson. I'm going to show you some photographs. The first one is state's proposed 217. Do you recognize what's depicted in that photograph?
Yes,
And is that the location where you served the search warrant on September 7th with detectives?
Yeah.
And then I'd like you to look through this series of photographs, which is state's proposed 254 through 310. And tell me when you're done with those, please.
Well, she's taking all the time in the world. Let's see.
With respect to 254 to 310, are those a fair and accurate depiction of the location of the search warrant as well as items recovered from the search warrant?
Yes.
State moves to admit that those exhibits or those photographs. And then with respect to 217, is that an outside view of the location of the search warrant?
yes.
State moves to admit 217. Now, as the crime scene analyst on a search warrant, are you searching as well as the detectives?
We generally leave the searching up to the detectives.
Okay, so they search the particular locations, and then where do you guys come in as crime scene analysts?
Once they find an item of interest, they will ask us to go to that location and photograph it, document it, or collect it.
Okay. I'm putting on the overhead what's been admitted as states 217. Do you recognize that location?
Yes,
Is that 9624 Spanish Steps Lane?
yes,
Did you know whose residence this was?
yes.
Whose residence is it?
Robert Tellers.
Okay, and that's a search warrant was served there on September the 7th with detectives and yourself?
Yes.
You said the detectives typically are doing the searching and you document where various items are found photographically?
Yes.
And then what happens to those items after you document them photographically?
We can collect it and bring it back to the lab for impound or further processing.
Okay. I'm putting on the overhead what's been admitted as states 254. What area of the residence are we looking at in that photograph?
This is the kitchen.
And there appears to be an open drawer on the right side of the dishwasher.
Yes.
What of interest was in that drawer,
There were several items inside of that drawer.
such as?
Scissors, I believe a knife was in there as well, or a box cutter.
I'm putting on the overhead states 255, sort of a closer view of that drawer. Is that fair?
Yes.
And there, it looks like there's a pair of black scissors, maybe a box cutter, and then some gray scissors.
Yes.
This is states 256. Is that a closer up view of those items?
Yes.
Were those items collected and impounded by you?
Yes.
Wonder if this is what he cut his shoes and hat up with.
You're processing them for the presence of blood or DNA type evidence?
Yes, they were all
Probably.
the scissors, the gray ones were.
Does anybody want to buy a fridge?
For apparent blood. I'm putting on the overhead states 259. Those are the gray scissors.
Yes.
And what is the notation that we see with the AB5, the bright pink?
The pink sticker is just a scaled sticker to show an area of interest, the area that I believe to be apparent blood.
Okay, and those are these are things that you processed yourself?
Correct.
You swapped. Do you recall a pair of shoes or like half a shoe and a whole shoe being collected at that scene?
Yes.
I'm putting on the overhead states 263. Do you recognize that shoe?
Yes.
And was that one of the shoes that were collected at that search warrant?
Yes.
And this is states 268. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is a partial shoe that was also located.
Okay.
And recovered.
And were you the person that swabbed the shoe and the partial shoe for possible DNA evidence?
Yes.
I'm putting on the overhead states 274. Is that upside down?
Yes.
All right. What are we looking at there?
These are some multiple pieces of like white, gray rubber pieces.
And did they appear to be like pieces of a shoe?
They appear to be that, yes.
Okay. Did you swab those items as well?
There was one that I swabbed.
And why did you swab a particular item?
There was a small area of a registron stain on one of the pieces.
Okay. I'm going to put on the overhead states 275. Do you see the area that you swabbed?
Yes.
And usually, I think there's a mouse up in front of you. Are you able to point that out for the jury?
Oh, where'd it go? I don't know where the mouse went.
Okay. Well, how about
Okay.
Is that the area?
Yes.
Okay. I'm now putting on the overhead states 277. What are we looking at in that photograph?
This is a Ziploc bag that had more of those rubber pieces that were gray, black, and white in color.
Okay. And did you make some attempt to put some of them together to document what the cut pieces might have been before they were all cut up tiny?
Yes.
This is states 280. And what are we looking at there?
This appears to be the tongue of the shoe that will depict the brand, the size.
So it's like a Nike shoe.
Yes.
I'm now putting on the overhead states 282. What is that photograph?
This is a picture of a Sprouts grocery bag containing multiple pieces of a cut straw hat.
This is states 284. Is that the hat?
Yes.
And this is states 285. It looks like you laid the pieces of the hat out.
Yes.
Did you do any swabs on that Sprouts bag itself?
The bag, yes.
Okay. And what was the purpose of swabbing it?
For possible DNA.
And how about on the pieces of the hat? Did you swab them?
No.
Let me. One second. Were all of the different pieces of the hat impounded?
Yes.
Thank you. And lastly, I'm putting on the overhead states 306. What is that item?
This is a duffel bag.
And was that collected in the search warrant as well?
Yes,
And so you would have photographed that and impounded that as well?
yes.
If I could have the court's indulgence for just 1 second. Okay, thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Cross-examination?
Yes, thank you. Ms. Smithson, when you arrived at the residence, what time was it?
At the residence was about 9:30 a.m.
Who else was present when you arrived?
There were homicide detectives, patrol officers were there, personnel from the crime scene analyst section as well.
Okay, how many other crime scene analysts were present?
There was a crime scene analyst supervisor that was present, our director was present, and myself.
So 3 crime scene analysts.
Correct, when I arrived.
Did others arrive prior to your getting there?
Crime scene analyst?
Yes.
No.
So you were the first?
Correct.
And the others arrived after you did?
Correct.
Which detectives? What were the identities of the detectives that were present when you arrived?
There were a handful of detectives that were present. You're looking for names?
Yes, that's my next.
Okay.
question. Yes.
There was Cliff Mogg, Justine Gaddis. I'm blanking on some of the names, but I want to say Edgar Nahum was there. Brittany, I'm forgetting her last name, but there were numerous detectives that were there.
Do you recall the number of males, females?
As far as detectives,
Yes.
I do not know exactly the number, no.
You generated a report in reference to your involvement in this case,
Yes,
and you didn't include the names of the detectives in the report.
I did include, I just don't know off the top of my head how many.
Was it only homicide that was there?
No.
You agree with me that Metro is divided into various details, groups that investigate certain types of crimes? Fair to say?
Yes,
Generally, there's a principal detective, or basically the one's in charge, and then that person delegates various responsibilities to various people.
yes.
If you recall, who was the primary detective?
It was Detective Justine Gaddis.
Okay. And what other homicide detectives did you interact with in reference to your investigation and collection of evidence in this case?
Her, Cliff Mogg. Again, I'm blanking on names, but may I refer to my report for
Okay,
names?
please.
I apologize. I did not happen to write their names down in my report.
Correct.
I
So
apologize.
again, we don't know, do we? Because you didn't write it down.
I apologize. Yes.
Fair enough. We know homicide was there. There were other detectives from other details, correct?
Yes.
There was Metro Intelligence there, correct?
I'm not completely sure.
You're not sure. So we don't really know who was on this scene where you were collecting evidence and having evidence handed to you, correct?
As far as evidence, only I interacted with homicide that was handling off. So intelligence was not handling off evidence to me.
That you're aware of, but we don't
That I-
know for sure, do we? Fair to say?
Yes.
Now, in reference to you reviewing these drawers, was your attention drawn to what to photograph or what to document within the kitchen area of this residence?
Yes.
And who was it that directed your attention to those drawers?
I don't remember specifically which detective, to be honest.
Okay.
They were all searching at the same time throughout the residence and usually were pulled in different directions.
Fair enough. So there's a fair amount of chaos going on, correct?
Yes.
On the pair of scissors, and I believe it states Exhibit 217, there appeared to be what may have been blood on those scissors, correct?
Correct.
And you documented that, you preserved that.
Correct.
And then that went on to another department to analyze, fair to say?
Yes.
In reference to these shoes, you didn't actually find the shoes, but you were directed by another detective to document or photograph the pieces of the shoes, correct?
Yes.
You don't know who that was, correct?
I believe that was Detective Nahum that directed me for the
Okay.
shoes.
Do you agree with me? You're not sure as you sit here today, are you?
I do remember specifically the shoes, yes.
Okay. But there was more than one, correct? There was bags. I mean, there was multiple particles to these shoes, correct?
Yes.
And they were located where in the residence?
There was a couch in one of the living rooms, the northeast living room, and it was underneath the recliner portion of the couch.
But you were directed once these pieces of these shoes were found to that area, correct? You didn't actually find them, did you?
That is correct.
Where were you at when you were summoned to go and find these pieces of these shoes, or to photograph these pictures of these shoes?
I'm in the side the residence as well with the detectives, catching up on notes.
What room were you in when you were summoned?
I'm not sure exactly which room I was in.
What time were you summoned?
I'm not sure about that as well.
Same questions concerning this hat that was cut up. You were summoned by a detective to come and photograph the hat, correct?
Yes.
That hat was cut up in pieces, correct?
Yes.
You don't recall where you were at when you were summoned, do you?
I was somewhere within the residence.
Okay, and how large was this residence?
It was a standard 2-story residence.
How many bedrooms?
There's one downstairs. I believe there was the master bedroom upstairs and 2 children's bedrooms upstairs as well.
Did you diagram the residence?
I did not diagram the residence, no.
How many square feet was the residence?
I am not sure.
You arrived at the residence a little after 9 o'clock is your testimony?
Yes.
What time did you leave the residence?
May I refer to my report?
Please.
I left at 7 o'clock at night.
Okay. So
Oh,
what
I
ti-
apologize. I left at 1:18 in the afternoon.
Okay, so you were there for approximately 4 hours.
Yes.
Fair to say you were in multiple rooms, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever go into the backyard?
Yes.
Side yards?
Yes.
Front yards?
Yes.
There were times while you were at the residence, you would have walked out on the street, correct?
Yes.
So you're in and out during this 4-hour period, correct?
Yes.
You're not paying attention to who's there, who's not, fair to say?
I've noticed everybody that walked through. There's so many people there. that night.
Exactly, there were so many people, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Yes. Do you know what a CAD report is?
Yes.
What is that?
It is the details of an event that is generated once somebody calls into our dispatch. As the dispatcher is receiving the information, they type that into the CAD event, and those are just all the details from that event.
Do you have to tell the dispatcher when you're going to a search warrant?
Like when we get assigned?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So you would have had to radio in or log in and say that you're going to this particular location?
Yes.
And so you would be in a CAD report as someone at that location?
Yes.
You mentioned that, you discussed on cross-examination with Mr. Draskovich that there was no diagram done in this case, at this location. Is that correct? This was a search warrant, right?
Yes.
It's not a crime scene?
Yes.
You're looking for evidence?
Yes.
Or the detectives are. Diagrams are at crime scenes to note where particular items of evidence are. Is that fair?
Yes, they're generally at the original crime scene.
Okay, not at search warrants?
Correct.
Because items could be hidden and obviously placed there by defendants. Items in a house are placed or under the control of whoever's in that house. Is that fair?
That's fair.
So their location may not be accurate.
Sorry, could you repeat
Their
that, please?
location, I guess that's a bad question. Their location could be manipulated.
Potentially, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, in reference to the manipulation of these items, they could be manipulated by who's ever in the residence while you are, correct? Law enforcement.
Generally, once I arrive to the crime scene, I will photograph the scene before anybody moves anything or touches anything. So the photos that I have are in its original state as we arrived.
As you arrived, then you would testify that you were summoned to come and photograph these various items of interest, correct?
As they're located, yes.
Yes, but you weren't doing the locating, correct?
Correct.
Same question concerning this bag, specifically State's Exhibit 306. This bag you did not find, did you?
No.
You were summoned
Yes.
with all the people coming in and out, correct?
With the detectives, the homicide detectives specifically.
Or other detectives, whoever else was in there with law enforcement, fair to say?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
No. Okay. Thank you very much for your testimony here today. You may step down. You are excused from your subpoena. Thank you very much for being here. This time, we're going to step down. At this time, we are going to recess for a break. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including your fellow jurors, in any way regarding the case or experience, either by voice, phone, inbound text, internet, or the means of communication or social media. Read, watch, or listen to the news or media accounts or commentary about the case. Do research, consult dictionaries, the internet, or reference materials. Do any investigation, test a theory, recreate any aspect of the case, or in any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own or form or express the opinion regarding the case until it's finally submitted to you, and will be in recess till 3:30.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much, sir.
All right. Let's see. So what do y'all think so far? I don't think I like the defense attorney. That's just my personal opinion. Jenny, where you at?
I'm right here, baby.
What do you think?
Meh.
Meh.
I'll be
About
honest, I can't really hear much of anything, but
yeah, it's the defense attorney walks away all the time, and nobody tells them to like lean into the microphone and da 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 da. And
right.
but I know what you want to do.
What?
No, I want to look at that other freaking thing, the Ashley Benefield thing. Uh, y'all, y'all. Um,
I'm
that
gonna be
email.
honest. This trial is not got my attention. Like I
No, it's not doing it for me.
I have zero interest in. Usually, they'll either like grab me, like I'm like all in, or I'm like all out, and I'm all out on this one. But
Yeah, I'm not. I thought I was gonna be all in, but I'm like, meh,
yeah,
meh. What do y'all think? What do y'all think?
like I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to go see what's going on with that neighbor lady and the woman she shot and killed. But
Are they done
yeah.
yet? Or are they still going?
Oh, I have no idea.
All right, everybody's meh. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be better. I mean, maybe it'll get more interesting, but I'm not seeing it. I'm like, meh.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's obvious he did it. They've got the video surveillance. They got the daggone cut up shoe and his daggone stupid under his recliner.
Oh yeah, but it could have been a female that got it, and nobody logged when she went over there to get it. So it must be somebody planted it. I mean, I'll be honest. I would rather like watch the Sarah Boone from yesterday, or don't look at me like that, or something. I'd rather. I mean, we can go. It's you do what you do. You. I know you don't. You're not gonna watch. I know you're not gonna watch. You did not fall asleep under the refrigerator. Um. um.
Hey.
I want to go watch that freezer dude, but I'm gonna have to do that off of the. Yeah, I think they're about to go to the jury too. The neighbor lady.
Oh, are they getting ready to be done?
That one too. I mean, it's interesting, but I mean, what could you possibly argue?
Well, I mean, was it self defense
She was
or
locked
not?
behind a metal door inside her house.
Oh, I didn't know the door was metal.
And she shot through it.
Well, baby. Wow, you got a bunch of money. Where you gonna go spend all that money at, baby?
Trip, or you know what I mean. Love you. I mean, Miss King, am I wrong? Like it was inside a big. I mean, it was a heavy door. I don't know if it was metal, like solid metal, but she was locked inside of her house, and the lady was on her front porch after she basically accosted her children.
I thought she said it was a sliding door, like a sliding glass door, but I didn't know it was a metal door.
Regardless, she was locked inside of her house. What? I got stuck. Why would you possibly need to shoot somebody through the door? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't been watching it.
I haven't either. I mean, I've been watching the Sean Finnegan trial, but
I have not watched.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not one I'm comfortable watching.
Oh yeah, no, you can't stream that.
I don't.
You
Yeah,
could,
I'm
but
not. It's too heavy. It's
yeah,
very
that's
heavy.
the I don't know. It's kind of like me. But
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just not into this. I'm just
I'm not.
I
I'm not. I
cannot
was gonna
feeling
say
it.
that. I started to type it in the back chat, and then I was like, let me not say nothing.
Well, look
Um,
at the text message I sent you. Like, I don't know. When did I send it?
I don't know.
Like 20 minutes ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't see it. I got it on do not. Let me take it off. Do not disturb.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not feeling it.
yeah, I'm not.
Um. Well, do you want to ask the people?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some of them were. Margaret said same spins.
Oh yeah,
Henny,
they all said
Laura,
same.
Margaret, or Morgana. Miss King says, I've been watching that one, the neighbor lady today. I think it's about to go to the jury. I don't think it was a metal door. There was a sliding door, but it was the front door she
Yeah,
shot through.
there's a front door. She saw. If you're locked inside your house and the person is behind the front door, unless they have an axe and they're like the shining through your front door. I mean, why are we shooting through the front door?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
All the
I
neighbors said the same thing.
so I can't say, but I'm just thinking. I don't know, but you're gonna have to get off soon, anyways, aren't you, to do dinner and all the things?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go soon anyway. But Henny, what do you mean? All the neighbors said the same thing. What did all the neighbors say?
I think they all said that she was. I mean, from what I understand, I have not watched it, but from what I understand, she did go over there and she was hollering or something, because that woman came after her kids.
Right.
They had been fighting back and forth over everything, and I'm just telling you, she didn't have no right to shoot that woman through the front door.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and be that person. I ain't even watched it.
Well, I
Go
mean,
ahead.
me either. But I'm just saying, that would be. That's what she was claiming, is that she was doing it in self-defense. But, I mean, I haven't seen enough to know whether she did or not.
Oh, they never heard. Okay, yeah, because she said, oh, that's right, that's right. She said that the lady said that she was going to kill her. But you can, I mean, let me tell you how the law works. Y'all want to know how the law works? At least where I am.
Mm,
If you say you're going to kill somebody, that's actually not a threat.
right.
You have to specifically say what you're going to do.
Right.
So yeah, you can't just say I'm going to unalive you. You have to say I'm going to unalive you with a pokey thing.
Right.
It's fun to try to figure out other words. So I don't know how that is everywhere. I know that's how it is here. Um, you have to specifically say, um, and she might have said that unless she was like Johnny coming through the door with the axe.
Here's Johnny
Why are we shooting people through front doors with a
with a
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Yeah, with a Pokemon, with a pokey thing.
Oh, Lord.
I'm learning the verbiage, the pew pew.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that is feeling the same way. I'm just kind of meh.
Nah, no, I'm not feeling it.
Here in VA, you can't shoot someone in the front unless they're attacking you with a weapon.
Yeah. Like I
Wow.
said, in Florida, it used to be you had to be in the back corner, the furthest most corner away from the front door before you could defend yourself with a weapon. Now that's why they got stand your ground now. Now you can if somebody comes in your house. Now in Texas, let me tell you about Texas. They step on your property,
Yeah.
you can go, I feel threatened.
Right.
And if they don't leave, you can shoot them.
Yep.
They don't play in Texas. They will shoot you. Trying to say the door was possibly broken. Whatever. Now me, I would step away from the door. If the door was, yeah, you dead in Texas. That used to scare me because we would get because you could get turned around easy and end up like in somebody's driveway, and you'd see the posted no trespassing, and you'd be like, nope. You're trying to turn around in like 2 square feet of space. Like, let me
Yeah,
turn the
right.
whole car around in this little 2 feet because I am not passing this trespassing sign. They will. All they got to do is holler out. They'll be like, I feel threatened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boom, you're done. Thank you, Nightbot. Appreciate you.
So they say, shoot first, ask questions later.
I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was that woman and I really thought she was gonna come through my front door and my door was broke, I'd have backed up, had my gun pulled, aimed, cocked. If she came through the door, I'd have shot her knees out. Unless she had a gun, then I have to. I mean, I don't even have a gun, so I don't know. I'm talking like I'm Rambo or something.
Rambo. Rambo didn't. Well, I mean, he
Yes,
did.
he did.
I mean, I was gonna say it was more like it was like a machine gun, not a.
That's what I'm saying, Laura. If she
Yeah.
came in the house, I'd back up. If the door's broke and I know she's gonna get in anyways, all right, I'm gonna back. I'm gonna take 10 paces back. Boop 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 boop. Aim. What you gonna do now? Now, if she got a gun, she getting shot. Like I said, I don't have a gun. I used to have a gun. I don't have a gun anymore. Not for any reason other than I don't have a gun.
Right.
I don't have any problem with anybody that does have guns. Like I said, I used to have one. When I felt like I needed it for protection, I will tell you that I absolutely positively had a gun. I just don't feel the need anymore. I had a stalker. It was bad. I had a gun.
Yeah.
Also, okay, I didn't tell y'all this. Shh, don't tell nobody. The best defense, wasp spray. I'm just saying.
What?
Ma'am, that stuff will shoot about 50 feet and it will blind you. Also, if you ever use it, I didn't say this, y'all didn't hear this, but it was just the nearest thing to you because it is actually a federal offense to use it.
Oh my lord.
It'll shoot, it's better than bear spray. Yep.
Huh. Huh.
Mm-hmm. I didn't tell y'all that.
Now I'm gonna have to go get me some and keep it by the door.
I used to keep. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to keep a can by the door and by the front door and the back door, and the gun was in the room with me.
Yeah.
And my children were absolutely told if anybody that doesn't belong here comes through the door, that was the first thing you grabbed. Have you ever tried to shoot a wasp? Have you ever tried to shoot wasp spray? That stuff will shoot across the whole house.
It will. It will.
They don't even got to get close. I didn't tell y'all that, but it was the first thing you grabbed. I'm just saying. It will melt your eyeballs. It is literally okay. So somebody told me this, and I'm not going to tell you who told me this, but somebody told me this. It is actually a federal offense because it says on there it's a federal offense to use this for anything other than what it's intended for, and I'm pretty sure they didn't intend for you to shoot it in somebody's eyeballs. But better for me to shoot it in your eyeballs than for me to shoot you.
Right.
I was just saying. I don't have neither anymore, so I don't know why I'm talking, like I said, talking like Rambo.
You crack me up. You crack me up.
Yeah, it is. It's actually it will. I mean, it's funny you say it like that, but it will actually melt your eyeballs. It's bad. Like you're done. You get it if you spray somebody in the eyeballs with that, they're done. They won't be coming back.
You ever like standing in the shower when you're, home alone and it's like either late at night or early in the morning? You're like, if somebody was to come in on me right now, what in the world would I use to protect myself? And I'm like standing here with a Gillette lady shaver.
Not the lady shaver.
Come here and let me just,
let me shave you.
Let me shave your face off. God.
I love you so much.
I mean, I have a pumice stone for my heels.
You can't throw a cat at them, but they might hurt the cat. You have scissors in your shower? I have scissors in my bathroom. Y'all scared? Why y'all so scared?
Why you got, ma'am? Do you not watch enough true crime? Anybody
I
that watches enough
do,
true
but
crime knows.
my house is covered. My house is covered. There ain't nothing going on up in here. Now out there, I don't know, but in here, Oh, trimming, ma'am. See, she ain't scared. Jenny, it's only you. You're the only one. Now I got scissors
that?
everywhere else in the house. I got them everywhere. I just had this conversation. How come you can buy all the scissors in the world? I can put scissors in my bathroom, in my kitchen, at my desk, all the places. But when you got other people in the house, those scissors don't live in those places anymore.
Yeah.
I legit bought a new pair of scissors kitchen shears yesterday, and I wrote on them with a white paint pen. It says kitchen because I'm about done going in the kitchen, and I know where it goes. They probably hear me. I'm being loud. Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
They like popsicles, so they take the kitchen shears with them when they take the popsicles. I'm like, cut the thing off in the kitchen and put the kitchen shears back.
Right. That's what.
I told Manchild yesterday. I said, y'all just keep the kitchen shears. I don't give two craps. I don't give two craps. I bought a new pair and I wrote on them with white marker. And if I find them things anywhere other than in my kitchen drawer, I can't with that. I can't. It's like my chapsticks. I got a bedroom chapstick. I got a purse chapstick. I got a pocket chapstick. I got a car chapstick.
Yeah, me too. I'm that way too with
No.
chapstick. I'm that way with floss picks too.
Yep. You know what my new thing is though? Vaseline cocoa butter.
That's good stuff.
Girl, I'll put that stuff on my lips. I put it next to my bed. I don't even have a bed chapstick no more.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my bed, it's my recliner. But anyways, bring it in the shower. Okay, I don't know about y'all. I really can't. I mean, if somebody came in my house right now, I'd be out of luck because I, I could throw a chancla at them with my left hand. That'd be about it.
I don't know. I mean, I got a pair of scissors right here, but
I got scissors everywhere.
mm,
I have scissors everywhere. Yeah, I'm just saying, wall spray. I did not tell y'all. Okay, before we go, do y'all want to hear a funny M story?
yes.
You know we need Noah over here, right?
Yeah.
It's been raining a little bit. And you know when it rains, the buggies try to come in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know them water bugs? They're roaches. You know them water bugs?
Yeah.
I got stabby tweezers all over the place. Thank you, Diamond Art.
Right.
Thank you, Diamond Painting, because I got some stabby tweezers everywhere. I got some cute little kitty paw things that fit on the end, but they'll come right off.
Yeah.
I will leave them right in your forehead. Anyway, so you know them palmetto bugs / water bugs / their roaches. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because they're called water bugs, but when there's a lot of water outside, they don't want to be outside. They want to come. Hey, Patricia, you're late. We're just cafeing it. You didn't miss nothing. So anyways, so apparently she's laying up in the bed the other day and she sees a water bug / palmetto bug / roach. You know those things are huge, right? Do y'all have them?
Yeah, they're like roaches around here are tiny compared to water bugs.
Roaches, them's not good. Those are worse. I'd rather have a palmetto bug flying palmetto bug than I would a dang German roach.
Yeah, that's what we have
multiply
around this.
by 4,000 gajillion in a minute.
Yeah.
So anyway, so see the difference is like here they're water bugs. Florida they're called palmetto bugs. You know why? Because they fly.
I didn't know that they flew.
Big in Florida they do big old flying roaches. It's terrible. They're terrible. Anyways, so anyway, so, so, and M's real, like, she's a super, house is super clean, everything. And they put out a whole article. They're like, if you got bugs coming in the house, don't freak out. There's a lot of water, it's flooding, all that stuff. Just, get rid of them and, just call it a day. It'll stop whenever the water stops, which I don't know when that's going to be. So, anyway, she's sleeping the other day. She wakes up and she sees a palmetto bug or flying roach or whatever it is. And she totally wigs out. So she grabs the bug spray in the can, the stuff that you're supposed to do one little squirt, poof, and they'll flip over and they go, poof, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she squirts a little bit and then she goes to the bathroom. She comes back. As she's coming back, she sees two more.
Oh my God.
She totally loses her whole entire mind. Okay. I don't know if she sprayed the entire can.
Oh my God.
But what I know is that my girl left her bedroom and slept in the other bedroom. And the housekeeper had to come and clean the floor because it was so slickery because she sprayed so much.
Oh, God love.
It's oily.
Yeah.
So I said, did you go and sleep in the other room because it was slickery or because of the bugs? And she goes, because of the bugs.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So when I went to see her the other day and she was up in the bed and I jumped up in the bed with her, she was in the guest bedroom. She wasn't in her bedroom. I said, ew, no. Oh, no. Kel Reddick. No, Riddick. I'm sorry. I always say Reddick because I had a friend named Reddick. Ma'am, no.
Dude, that's bad. That's bad. That's very bad.
Now, crickets, on the other hand, those are a
Oh.
delicacy in Uganda.
Yeah.
They're
They can
nutty.
keep on being a delicacy in Uganda.
They're
'cause-
nutty. Margaret, she released the Kraken. She released the entire can all over across the floor, and she's got hardwood floors. And I'm telling you, that woman, I'm surprised she didn't like just go sliding. So, did that say game over?
It does say game over.
Like, nope. So I called her sister. I was like, look, listen, I have this stuff. It's Emily safe. She could spray all the I don't know if she went to spraying the windows. I don't know what she did. And she's got an older house, so she's got these old window, like they're on the inside. They're like these window shutter things.
Yeah.
It was all over the window shutter thing. It was everywhere. I was like, do not give her another can of that bug spray. One, she's going to asphyxiate herself. Two, she's going to slide. So I sent her, I don't know if y'all know about it, the home defense. You ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, it's called Ortho Home Defense. It comes in a gallon thing. It's got a little sprayer that comes off of it that you just spray. You pump it and then it just sprays. You spray. You spray indoor and outdoor. You spray the perimeter. You spray the thresholds. You spray the windows. Bug crosses that line, they'll be like, "Urgh."
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's great and it lasts. It lasts like it. I don't know. It lasts for months.
That's cool.
Yeah, we don't ever have. I mean, our apartment complex sprays, and I don't know what they use, but I don't never see nothing but something dead in here.
Yeah.
If it does come through, but yeah, we just spray the perimeter. Not any. I don't spray the outside anymore because it's my apartment, but I spray the threshold and around the doors and around the windows. And then like you can spray like around the baseboards and stuff if you think you might have something coming in from the baseboards. How's your snakes?
Oh, I ain't seen them. I ain't seen it.
It's because they made babies in your wall.
No, they didn't. They took off. They left. No babies.
They got a whole family up in the wall.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah,
nope,
see?
nope. Nope. Nope.
Look, see? The spider, I'm telling you, Laura, get that stuff. That Ortho is Ortho. You can get indoor, outdoor, but it's home defense. They have an indoor, outdoor one, and then just an indoor one. I don't know that they're any different. And it's a gallon thing, and it's like, I don't know, it's like $10 for the whole gallon. It might be 20. I don't think it is. And it's got a sprayer on it. It's got a great little sprayer. And it's M-safe. It is pet friendly. It dries It's not pet friendly till it dries, but it dries fairly quick. It's not oily or anything. I use it. I have cats and dogs, and I use it. I use it all the time. I never have an issue. Never had an issue. I've been using it for years, years and years. I love it. Oh, I love it.
Love it.
Snakes in the attic. Snakes in the attic.
No, Morgana. No, no, no.
And it dries fast. It dries. It doesn't have any oil in it. That's why I was trying to get it for Em because she done oil slicked her whole bedroom. I can't. I said,
Poor
I called.
Em.
I called the other day and I said, "Hey," I said, "what are you doing?" She goes, "Well, Alice is here cleaning up some bug spray," and I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Well, I had a little incident last night."
Oh.
I love her so much. My girl, I love her. I had a little incident last night. So then, like 2 days later, she was sleeping in the guest bedroom. It could have been because the lady that was there doing her sheets, switching her sheets and stuff. And I said, "You still sleeping in this room because of the bug?" She goes, "Maybe."
She's like, "Mind your business."
She's like, "Don't worry about me." And she was so funny. I climbed up in the bed with her. I was laying there. I said, "I may not be able to get up." She's like, "If you can't get up, we got to take a nap." I was like, "Bet." I'm not even going to try. Let's just do it. But
she's a cutie.
I love her to death. I love her to death. So, anyways, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think tomorrow let's just there's some more Ashley Benefield stuff that
y'all
came out today.
Y'all.
So I think maybe we can discuss that in the morning. And then after that, we can maybe peep over into the neighbor lady one.
There's also another
If that
Sarah
one
Boone hearing.
What?
There's another Sarah Boone hearing.
When?
It was yesterday.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Didn't you hear me say we could watch the other Sarah Boone hearing? Our new friends have
wait, yeah, that's the one that I tried to stream
yes,
and it got all messed up.
TV. So
yeah.
Trial TV Live, they got it up now. They got the truth. Let me tell you what, Laura, got fired up.
Yeah.
Like fired up. What is that, Laura? What is that? I can't see what that thing is that you put on there.
It's heart hands and a thumbs up.
Heart hands. I see a box. It must not compute. Must not compute on my computer. Anyways, it's a good hearing, but it's a box on my computer. I don't know why my computer probably needs to be updated. Oh, she did it again. It's a box. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, it was a good hearing, but it'll really open your eyes to. Don't get me wrong. I don't think she deserves any special treatment. Okay. And I don't think anybody that decides to go pro se deserves special treatment because unless you just have like terrible, completely useless public defenders, you have a right to an attorney. So there's no reason for you to go pro se, and you should not go pro se. Y'all don't go pro se.
Right.
There you go. Laura's got one for you. That's your arm now when you lifted the refrigerator off of you. But the way that they gave 0 Fs about it was the attorney for the jail. It was the attorney for the jail, and he was like, "Pro se defendants in jail get a piece of paper and a pen, and that's what you get to defend yourself with."
Yeah. Okay, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not. That's just not. And I get it. She's a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
She's entitled. She's narcissistic. She's a little bit off her whatever. I get all those things. But you're telling me you can't in 2024 you can't do better than that?
Right.
And that's where lawyer was like, my third grader can take her computer in and in 5 minutes they can have all the blocking software, all the antivirus software, a Word program. They won't even give her, she's got a whole laptop. They will not put a word processing software on there so she can write her motions as opposed to having to handwrite them.
That's crazy.
I mean, my thing is, you're just giving her appellate issues.
Right.
That's all you're doing. They figured out the whole media was there yet at that hearing. They got that all figured out,
Good.
which is what they should have done to begin with, but whatever. Anyways, but there's that hearing as well. So there's that one, and then the Ashley Benefield stuff, and you got Donna Adelson coming up soon. So people watching Charlie. But this guy, he did it. I'm sorry. A whole cut up shoe underneath the. I'm just not feeling it. So I'm gonna jump down.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Where'd you go? Are you still here?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Don't go nowhere yet. Hold on. I gotta do. Hold on a minute.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of.
Uh-huh. Till something pops up on the screen and yells at me or wait a minute. Why is Morgana rolling her eyeballs?
What's she doing?
Did you look in the Discord?
No, not yet.
You remember when you put the bangs on the other day?
Yeah.
Somebody got a screenshot.
Oh God.
Yeah. I mean, I have a screenshot of you with your CPAP on, but I wouldn't do that to you. I was not expecting that. That was so cute. And I was a little off because I took the heavy hitter last night.
Yeah, well, the NyQuil knocked my socks off, so I'll probably be taking more of that.
Yes, her
tonight.
thing. Go look in the Discord before we get off here.
Oh,
What are you
hang
doing for me? What do you got for me? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
well, hold on a minute, and let me check Discord first, real quick, and then I'll.
That's funny. I'm gonna have to save that. Yeah, spins. I got a whole folder.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. And my Kleenexy bed bangs. Lord.
Okay, Morgana, you put this thing down about the Social Security. One, y'all know that your Social Security numbers ain't safe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a. What happened?
Where'd she go?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
That was my phone.
Here you go, Margaret.
Oh. Margaret, you're cute.
That's what I envision.
I think that's the next emote.
Oh my
Have to
God.
do to open more emote slots.
I know, right?
Like, I need to know, you know how I am. I like a goal. I need to know what we need to do to get you more emotes. Also, how hard are they to swap out? Because like, could you do like, if you had like if we were gonna keep watching TELLES, if you had like a baby boss, you could swap him out for
Right, right.
the eggplant or whatever, like for the trial related whatever's.
Right. I'll have to look and see because I'm not sure how easy you can swap them out, or I need to double check too when I can add more.
She needs a life alert. She had a life alert. She called the A word and called Jeff, but she got herself out because she has a bionic arm. And I'm telling you, that looks just like Margaret. I wish, Margaret, you need to show that video of your mama.
Oh, hold on a minute. Wait.
Put the ballerina's pick on the fridge like it's a magnet.
What?
She said, put the ballerina's face, the picture of Ashley,
Oh, yeah, like it's a
put it on
magnet.
the refrigerator like it's a magnet. Oh my gosh, I'm deceased.
Oh, my God.
Did
Hold
you
on.
make that in Canva?
Huh?
Did you make that in Canva?
Yeah.
I gotta up my Canva game.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on a minute. I'm doing something else. Hold on.
Did you
Having entirely too much fun.
I've got to go play. I have got to play with Canva. Oh, you have Pro though. I probably can't do all that cool stuff.
I mean, you can do a lot without Pro, but here you go, Morgana, or not Morgana, Margaret.
Jeff eating his Sammy. I cannot. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get Pro. She's gonna write a poem.
What do you think, Margaret?
Put Ashley's picture on the refrigerator.
Oh shoot! Now, to be fair, I don't know what Jeff looks like. I don't know if he's got brown hair, brown eyes.
She just went in Canva and said, "Sandwich eating man." We are broken, Laura.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Who said to do that? That's funny. It's worth it, isn't it, Laura? I need to play with it more. Where did Spins go? Because Spins would be popping stitches at this point. Or Staples. I think she's got Staples. I am deceased. That looks like Margaret. Oh,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm deceased.
Why can't I find it in my StreamYard? I don't. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, so I've been on hiatus, Laura, because I'm broken. And so I'm not really posting anything, but yeah, I need to up my game. I'll get better about it. I gotta learn all the things. You're not being beat up. We love you. We wouldn't pick on you if we didn't love you.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see if I got my canvas. Boop, boop, doo. I really am, girl. I really am broken. I'm broken. My whole right side is broke, and my back, and my neck, and my arm. I'm broke, but I'm on the mend. I'm getting there, slowly but surely. It's okay, Laura. It's okay. This is how I get to hang out with y'all all day.
Okay, there you go. Oh, wait. I got another idea. Hold on. Wait.
Oh. that said, Kel was the one that said it. Oh, I can't. She said, can I come up and say something, please? She gonna holler at you.
Who?
Margaret.
Margaret ain't allowed up here. No, ma'am.
She said, nope.
Nope. Nope.
Morgana said, I think I peed a little. Oh my God. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe, y'all. I can't
Hold
breathe.
on a minute. Hold on.
She says, Laura says she ain't gonna have dinner ready. It's your fault. It's not my fault. I'm reading it out loud. It's your fault. Oh my gosh. Gracie!
Oh, is Grace here?
She said, what in the name of all that is holy have I walked into? Allegedly, full stop.
Oh Lord,
Margaret has words.
hold on. Wait.
Margaret has words. Come back 1 year. Oh my gosh. I don't know where Spinsy went, but I'm almost glad she ain't in here. Margaret.
Hold on. Wait. I'm downloading it and then I gotta add it into the thing. Hold on. Oh shoot. Wait. I messed up. Hold on. Layer.
Gracie, that's Margaret. She got stuck under her fridge today trying to clean. That's why we don't clean under there. And then her husband was gonna come find her eating a sandwich. And that picture is her favorite picture.
I promise, but it turns into a true crime story because we're gonna blame Jeff the next time that her husband the next time that she gets stuck under an appliance and she's dead.
That's what I said. It was she's gonna become a feature on the Hi Gracie, how you doing?
Hi, Grace. Hold
Hi,
on, I'm getting ready to upload this new one. Hold on. I keep adding too. I keep adding.
I keep
Hold on.
taking screenshots.
Okay, you ready for this one, Margaret? Here you go. She went after her sippy cup.
She went after a Tommy Tippy cup.
Her Tommy Tippy cup slid under the refrigerator. I don't know how it would slide under the refrigerator, but she couldn't live without it. So she had to climb under the refrigerator and got her arm stuck going after her Tommy Tippy cup.
It's even the right color, Margaret. See, how are you doing this so fast? I need to learn your ways.
I love Canva. Canva is the best.
I haven't figured it out yet.
It's
Look, Morgana, they wouldn't be laughing. They'd be laughing, but they'd be stepping over you to get dinner. They'd be like, Mom, can you move over a little bit? I'm trying to get to the fridge. Oh, Laura, what's for dinner? Until Jeff sees the replay.
Hey, Gracie Jor.
Where's Mickey Jor?
I don't know.
Did she ever text you back and say, no, I'm not dead?
No.
We ain't had no gummies.
Driving to work and trying to process how many gummies y'all have been. No gummies. I'm going to have to go though soon because we got to do dinner and I got to get kiddo in the tub and
Tubbies.
stuffs. So.
Tubbies.
Wait till Jeff sees the replay. Oh my God.
I can't breathe. I'm going to need you. Hey, Margaret, if you're part of the replay crew, hashtag replay. And
Margaret, do you want up? I'll drop you the link real quick, ma'am.
She's like, F all of y'all.
Here you go. Here, Margaret.
Margaret. I don't want it.
Come on in. The water's fine.
Oh my gosh. You know the sound that they play when the people come down on The Price is Right or whatever?
Da-dun-dun, da-da-da. That's not it, is it?
Um,
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
that's
Do-do-do. What
I
is
think
that?
that's like Knight Rider or something.
No.
How could you screaming around me?
Look, her name. Oh, you can't see her. Hold on a minute. Hi, under the fridge.
Am I on?
You're on.
Okay.
You're on.
I just want to say thank you all for. I'm glad I could be comedy relief today.
You were.
I took so many screenshots of that. But
well, I had all these versions. Look. So first we started with Margaret.
That's
Started
totally
with
me.
Margaret. And then Margaret, reminds us about if she's found dead with her arm under the refrigerator, her husband Jeff is just going to walk in with a sandwich and be like, "What the heck's going on here?"
What you did?
Oh my gosh.
And then we have this version with the
Oh.
eyeballs on the fridge.
Yeah,
We know
well,
that you love her so much.
And then
that's my time.
There's Tommy Tippy. It's even the right.
She was able. Here's what happened. She got under there,
The fridge was making noise.
and the fridge had tried to eat her Tommy Tippy, and she got in there as far back as she could.
It was making a weird sound. I didn't know.
Margaret,
I didn't know what it was.
You know you can't change your name for 14 days now, right?
I didn't know what was under there.
You were under there.
I was. Oh my god! And I, it's like one of those things where the more you panic, the worse it was getting. I think I was getting even more wedged under there for thrashing about. And I told what's her name to call Jeff because that's all I had was, you know what it was though. What got caught was my Apple Watch.
Oh no!
And it snagged on something, and I didn't know. I couldn't see what it was quite because I was so.
I'd have ripped my whole watch. I'd have ripped everything.
No, I when I gave it that final yank, I said I can always buy a new one, and I yanked it, and there were little pieces of something that came. I don't know what it was.
Oh no!
I don't know what No, my watch was intact, but there's little pieces from under the refrigerator. I don't know what they were, and I don't care.
But, what I don't understand is how does all the stuff get under there?
When you have the condenser that runs and there's fans and everything, and they make a draft and they suck hair. I just
don't understand it though. Because you got the fridge, so you got the fridge, it's got the wheels. You roll it out,
yeah,
right, and you clean underneath it and you push it back.
Well, mine's a little different. I mean, I took what they call the grill, that front plate off.
Yeah.
And so that's when I put the vacuum and everything, and everything was going fine. But I'm like, oh, there's just this one little last bit of dust under there. Let me just wipe that away. About wipe me away. So,
oh God.
But now I have it in the illustration form. I'll be able to explain it now with Jenny's drawing.
You really need a Swiffer for that kind of thing, though, because see now it's no wonder you're going to the gym and lifting weights. I mean, you need to in order to
lift a fridge off of me.
Lift a fridge off of yourself.
No, I didn't know what that noise was, and I went back.
Oh my gosh!
I
love it.
Barely talk. That was just so funny. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back under the fridge. I think I'm safer there. So
she said I'm safer there.
I'm safer under the fridge. So anyhow, but yeah, no, that's my life in pictures right there. Poor Jeffrey standing over me with a sandwich.
Hey, Margaret.
I'm never doing that again. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, are you
You
giving
all
up
right?
anytime soon?
Cigarette?
Oh Lord.
Do you need anything? Can I get you some? No, I'm fine. I'm
I
I
got
good.
my
think
Tommy
that's
Tippy. That's all I need.
Oh
that's
man.
a cute
Oh,
cartoon version of Margaret.
that's absolutely adorable. It really is. And that's just exactly how it would look. It really, couldn't have explained it better myself. Oh
Woo.
Lord. All right. Well, I'm out. I'm gonna go find something else to clean or not. So
Well, make sure you're bigger than it, whatever it is.
I shall. I shall. That is the truth. So
All right.
all right, I'll see y'all later.
Hi,
Bye.
Margaret.
Lord have mercy. That was
I'm
fun.
I'm gonna jump down. What did Patricia say? Oh yeah, she's gonna need some champagne. Y'all, she sent me a picture. She had the champagne and the Tommy Tippy. She says 5 o'clock on Friday. I'm ready. All right, I'm gonna jump down so you can do your thing.
Do
Your thing.
your thing. Do
Do-
what you wanna do.
Oh, I started to say. I keep saying I'm gonna leave. The theme song from the Price is Right. So Jay has it on his stream now, and every time he plays it, Bob does this thing like he's running down the aisle, like he's
Oh
coming
my God. Like he's going
down.
down to the, you know,
Yeah, to the Price is Right, and
right.
he run. He does this like fake run. It's very funny.
Come
Anyway,
on down to
down.
the
You're the
Price
next
is Right.
contestant on the Price is Right. So
Oh Lord. All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here and go figure out what's for dinner and get stuff. I'm
yeah,
starving, so
I'm having chicken wangs.
yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have. I think I might have because I got that rotisserie chicken yesterday. I think I might
Ooh,
have
yeah,
a salad and warm some of that chicken up. And
you ever take the rotisserie, the rest of it, and make soup?
well, I use it. See, that's something Grace taught me last year because you guys
She uses
cook
like every piece of
up
everything.
a storm. She cooked
Yeah,
the whole time she was here. That's all she did was
that's what
cook.
she said.
And she's like full-blooded Italian, and
I love it.
so she can throw down in the kitchen, right? Well, she was constantly cooking, and she can't just cook enough for like people to have, right? Like when she cooks in batches.
I love it.
So anyway, that's what she would do with like chicken dishes. She would just, if it called for she would just go get a rotisserie chicken and pull it apart and use it for soups and stews and salads and whatever. So,
Ooh, Kel, are you still here?
Kel, come on
Oh,
down.
do
You are the next contestant.
what is the kit that you're doing next? You ladies are the worst at the Minnesota goodbye. Look, listen. We don't know no Boston goodbye. Kel, don't put your eyeballs up. I'm trying to see if this is the same canvas that you're doing. Hold on, stand by. Oh, that's over on the IG. I feel like, anyways, y'all. I'm gonna throw. Look, I'm gonna throw down some. I'm gonna throw something down for Zabi. Y'all, y'all don't sleep on them kits from neighbors
Mhm.
with them new drills. Yeah, I don't sleep on them kits. They're nice. They're nice.
I need
Is
to
that?
get there's one that I want to get. I can't remember the name of it, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, her. But the Laura, have you gotten a new one yet? Have you gotten one of her new kits with the new resin squares? Bye, Morgana. Love you.
Bye,
Oh,
Morgana.
the they nice. I think this is the same kit. If I'm thinking of it, I can't wait to see Kel do that kit.
I saw Kel post a picture on Instagram, I think, and it is beautiful.
It's okay if it's got acrylics because they're still nice. But Zombie just posted a video and of the one of the ones with new squares.
Mm.
It's party. Oh, she did a tick. Zombie did a TikTok. Zombie did a whole TikTok.
Did she?
She did. She did. It's cool. It's cool too. It shows the uh, the drills and like how flashy they are. How nice they are.
Flashy.
Flashy.
Oh my God. She said I just sent that picture to Jeff and he called me immediately. What did he say?
Oh my gosh. Oh, you did do a video. Did you do? I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm trying to put the people with the people. Did you do the one it's the one I wanted. I tried to you almost didn't get that. I tried to steal it. Um is that is it- yeah, the hand rendering and did you get the new did it have the new canvas too? The new fabric? Cuz that whole thing. Yes.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Indie Creates with the
yes,
hair. Is that the
yes,
one that's got like all the colors and
yes,
she's got like a close up of it and a far away one
yes,
of it? That's
yes.
the one I want.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Um. Anyways, okay. Is this the craft cafe part? We had
Huh?
the life lessons cafe part. This is the craft cafe part.
Sure. Go ahead and put Elizabeth's link if that's what I would
No,
love for
I'm
you to
not
do
trying.
that
No, I'm
because
not. I wasn't trying to do that. I just springtime. Yeah, you had the Did you have the full one or you had the cropped one?
oh, it's called Springtime?
Yeah, it's Indie Creates. Yeah,
It's
because she had all
beautiful.
the flowers. It's pretty. Yeah, you had the full one. I think I saw. I feel like I saw that. Um, but yeah. Anyways, that TikTok is cute. I was like,
Cute.
Zuck made a whole TikTok. What?
She's so cute.
My girl is doing things over there.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Anyways, all right. Minnesota goodbye. I don't know what that is. Boston goodbye. Irish goodbye. Irish goodbye. I had to talk through them. All right. Thanks for having me.
I love you, QB.
I love
We'll
you.
be back tomorrow for the some more Ashley Benefield nonsense, man.
All right. Love you, mean it. I'm going.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scooch on out too. I'm starving and I gotta get her in the TUB and all the things. So you're welcome, Margaret. Does he not think it looks like? See, I don't know what he looks like. I only put him up there because it was a dude with a sandwich. So I don't know what he looks like. But there you go. Just in case you missed it the first time or the second time or the fifth time. I love it. So I will be back tomorrow. Yes, hashtag replay. Hashtag replay for those of you that are watching on the replay later on. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. And I think we're nixing the TELLES trial because I just nobody's into it. So, all right, you guys, say prayers for Matthew Perry's family and friends, right? I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.